100.5 ESPN.
We're learning a lot about each other.
I don't know, but basically we rode up to the Viking game last year, got sick.
Murr.
It's murr.
I'm the flower,
Mister.
He's not just a basic Bears fan.
It's just not the time or place.
How does a radio station in a Green Bay market have a host who is a diehard Chicago Bear fan? It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Unbelievable.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
So y'all missed me yesterday, is what I assume.
We did?
No.
What gave you that impression?
I mean, I am the bad guy everyone loves to hate. People like me.
I think I might have been the bad guy that everybody hates. I think when you step out, I step into that role. Ryan, do you agree? No?
We don't have a Facebook stream anymore, so nobody thinks you're a bad guy, Molly. You're fine there.
What does a Facebook stream have to do with it?
Well, Facebook is where you're like enemy number one of the Packers fans.
Right now I am, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was Instagram.
There too.
No. Well, Meta. All right, we'll chalk it up to Meta then for Molly.
What'd you do to Zuckerberg?
I didn't do anything. It's a video of the video of me rating Brian Gutekunst has resurfaced on Facebook.
Oh, hot or not? Yeah.
And apparently people are ripping me for it.
Yeah, Jim,
Sorry, that was 3 months ago before
Jim
the
gets
season
the
started.
hate. Jim gets the hate on Twitter. Molly gets the hate on Instagram and Facebook, and then everyone loves our OnlyFans.
I get the phone calls too, though, and the text messages.
You do.
Yeah.
Lainey, our in-office sort of manager, she shields us from all.
I was upset to hear that.
Yeah, all the angry
I don't
Jim
know
callers.
where she thought I would need it to be. Like, that's my lifeblood. Like, if she could feed that directly into my
This is
my
how you
ringtones.
thrive.
Yes.
You would just be in the hallway before the show instead of actually doing being in the show prep. You'd just be listening to angry callers.
Exactly.
Shadow boxing,
Yeah,
getting ready.
yeah.
Yeah, that's literally like his pump-up song is
Yeah,
just
exactly.
the haters.
Yes.
There you go.
People like me, though. I have a. It's probably just because I grew up as a Bears fan in Wisconsin. A special skill that I don't. I mean, I don't not
You don't
want to be
recommend
liked
for anybody?
but I don't need to be liked.
Okay.
That's all. But I like to be liked. Who doesn't like to be liked? Right, Prime?
Why are you saying that to me?
I don't know. I don't know what serial killers thought. Get to the show, 844-770-3776. I'm Jim Rutledge. She's Molly Brown. Matt Hamilton is on the show in theory. He'll be back at some point. I'm not sure exactly when. But you are watching us, not on Facebook. You're watching us on ESPN Madison's YouTube. You can listen back Wisconsin on the Man, Apple, Spotify, any of those great places. You can see the video on Twitter. You can follow us on Twitter at Jim Matt Molly, at Jim Rutledge. Molly, are you on Twitter? What's your deal with Twitter here?
I'm on Twitter. What are you talking about?
Well, you don't tweet, though. So,
I should be better at tweeting because I did tweet for a Packers game, not the most recent one, the Texans game. And it actually kind of popped off.
You were talking about Mr. Body Beautiful, Eric
Yes,
Wilson.
I was.
see, you got good
So
thoughts.
I should tweet more.
You got to share them with the world, especially after you have your babies. You're not going to be, you don't have the platform.
I think I need to figure out how to become super rich from Instagram being a twin mom.
Okay.
But also I don't want to exploit my kids. So any advice to doing this?
Then you're SOL.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the trade-off. If you want to get rich off your kids, you got to exploit them.
I don't love that.
Yeah.
I don't need my kids to hate me.
That's
For a
true,
couple
but they
bucks.
can hate you in a big house.
There you go. And a nice car, right?
I mean,
Savage.
that is the trade-off. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. You might have to figure out how to work your computer first, Molly. We need to
Work my
address this.
computer?
Yes, today you crashed our company-wide call.
You weren't supposed to tell anybody that.
I don't know if any of our listeners are part of the company. So, Molly Brown today, pulling back the curtain. She's got a job as director of marketing here. And we were all in a Fourth Friday call. The founder of our company, Craig Karmazin, does something great where he allows us to hear him talk to us once a month. And there's some interaction. And it's mainly showcasing people. It's all positive. So he's showcasing people, setting this whole thing up. And we're having a little bugaboo of an issue of we couldn't see the screen, which I didn't care that much. Like at one point, someone's like, "Well, we could just go watch on our laptops." I'm like, "I can hear just fine. I don't need. It's fine. Like I'm not that locked in on this to be fully honest. I'm nice that Craig does it, but it's not swinging my day either way. So I'm fine without seeing the images on there.
Okay.
So I was like, can we just maybe stop trying to figure it all out? Let's just move on. Let's just
be.
Yeah, it's fine. We're not getting we're buying something or whatever. It was just kind of running the mill, running through some things. So I didn't need to see the presentation. It's also sent to everyone afterwards. So if you really had to see the audio and the video line up, you could do it. Mm-hmm. But that's just me. But Molly, you were part of the crew that felt like we had to solve a problem.
Whoa. This was not my suggestion of how we were going to solve the problem.
Okay.
Just prefacing it with that. Go ahead.
Okay, so we couldn't get the video, but the audio was working. That's the basis of it. And what happened? You tell me. All of a sudden, the next thing I know, you sent the whole entire company, 500-some people, into the Matrix.
No, my computer was plugged into the HDMI, and all of a sudden my screen just starts duplicating over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And like you said, we were in the Matrix. And then I was like, oh, maybe that's just a problem for us that we're just seeing it. And then all of a sudden Craig goes, oh, that's really nice, whoever just took over the screen. And I about died of embarrassment. And I hope that nobody knew it was me until just now.
How do you think that happened? I'm just curious. I have no idea.
Don't ask me. Ryan's the one that's like technologically advanced here.
I'm technologically.
You have glasses.
Yeah, there you go. I'm technologically advanced with anything in the studio, anything outside of that in the office. I'm clueless.
Don't ask me.
So, anyways, that was.
It was embarrassing.
Yeah, it was embarrassing for all of us. You
I died.
gave
like,
a bad name to the company or to the office and everything.
Yep.
Nobody had any idea what you were doing. It was insane. But you did manage to. You're still employed, so that's good.
I should have turned my mic on and said, Jim, why did you do that?
844-770-3776. You can share a time you've embarrassed yourself like Molly did in front of the entire company.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever heard on like a call? Because there was something recently that I was like, what's going on in that person's room?
Share.
There was just
You can't tease
There
that.
was a noise that was
Were you
made,
hearing, like,
and it
Wednesday
was,
hump day sounds or what?
It was almost like the Shannon Sharp videos.
Okay. Was
Maybe not so much.
Was Michelle there?
I did not hear the name Michelle get called, but there was a noise, and I was like, "Oh my God, what's happening?" And then it stopped. So I don't know. I'm curious if there's anything. Have you guys experienced anything weird on a company call?
There's nothing weird that I've experienced, but there's a lot of our calls where I think it's the same person every time. At the very end, we'll go, oh, all right, glad that's over, and then hang up his end of the call. Yes, that happens often. And I think it's the same person.
Who do you think it is?
I don't have no clue. I mean, our company, we do these calls with like other markets across the United States. I love to like guess just where this guy's from and just like what he's doing during every call. Where I'm assuming he's just dead quiet, but his mic is on the entire time because that's the only way it makes sense.
At least he's not like there just like mumbling stuff like, oh,
he's just coughing like Chewy on Jen, Gabe, and Chew every 5 minutes.
But there was one call where I swear to God somebody ate an entire jar of peanut butter. Were you guys on that one?
No.
Like legit, an entire jar of peanut
Wait.
butter. I'm not kidding. Am I getting fired for talking about this?
I don't think so.
We're not naming names. We're fine.
I don't know who it was. I saw him get up, go to his fridge, came back with a jar of peanut butter, and ate the entire
Oh, he was
jar.
on video and the person did
Well, how
this?
do you think she figured out that she heard just like...
I thought it was from the
That might not have
sounds.
been eating peanut butter if you're hearing that in the background the whole time.
Spicy.
Was his dog on screen too?
Dog was off screen. No, I mean like, so with the peanut butter, this person then just got a spoon and was eating it?
Yes. Go ask. There was like 5 other people that are in her office that saw this happen. I swear to God.
Is this person still employed by our company?
I have no idea. I can't even remember who it was. I remember kind of what he looks like, but that's about it.
It's the peanut butter kid grown up.
G knows. G just gave me a thumbs up through the glass.
Oh, man. Here's what I did get a text message. We'll keep it all anonymous here, but I did get a text message that there was a teammate who was mowing their lawn mid-call and didn't have the camera off.
What? At least they joined the call. That's good multitasking.
That's not that bad, honestly. You're
Was this
listening to it.
Was this a content teammate or somebody behind the scenes?
Not in ESPN Madison.
Okay.
And I do remember one, and 844-770-3776. Again, chime in with awkward Teams meeting, awkward, I guess, group company meeting interactions. This wasn't so much awkward, but I was taken aback, almost aghast. It was early. We had, we always get I'm going to keep it vague. We've brought in these new stations into our company over the years. And there was one time during the introduction one where someone's like, oh, well, tell us something that we didn't know about you. And they said that they drink 2 to 3 full glasses of milk every day. Like one for breakfast, one with dinner, and then like one before bed.
So that's how
An
Matt.
adult, not a child, an adult.
That's how Matt Hamilton introduced himself to the company.
No, it
With his
wasn't Matt, but
unpasteurized
that's how
milk?
that topic. That's how that topic made its way to the air the first time, because it's one of the more unhinged things I've ever heard. It's a lot of milk.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I could not tell you the last time that I drank milk. I think it's the nastiest like texture, flavor, just everything.
I did not
Gross.
realize we were getting
So
this
gross.
personal on a Fish Friday, guys.
Apologize.
How much milk
Yeah,
do you
personal.
drink, Prime?
I have not drank milk probably since I was in high school, I would think. Like, honestly, milk is in for cereal. That's the only thing I can think of.
Milk is for cereal and serial killers. Like, honestly. So I'm surprised
Yard
you actually
Possum
don't.
chimes in. Who keeps peanut butter in the fridge? I'm guessing it's the all natural, because we bought some all natural peanut butter from Costco, and it was kept in the fridge because it get.
Are you supposed to keep that in the fridge?
all natural stuff? I believe so.
Like where the oil is like completely separated?
I think either you're
I have not
supposed
done
to,
that.
or it makes it like less likely to all go back together.
Oh,
To so you'll keep it congealed, if you will.
gross. It's a gross word.
Okay. You're in a grossed out mood today. Milk, congeal. What else bothers you, Molly Brown? 844-770-3776. So if you want to share times you've embarrassed yourself in front of the entire company like Molly Brown did today, or if you have a time where you laughed at someone like Molly Brown who embarrassed himself in front of the entire company, you can share that at 844-770-3776. Before I tell you about my good friends at Carbon World Health, I want to ask this question. The Packers obviously take on the Lions. We don't know who's going to be playing specifically for the Packers. I assume it's going to be Jordan Love at quarterback. But I found this interesting from Pro Football Focus. Teams with the most at stake in Week 9. So basically the playoff percentage change with a win or loss. The Packers have one of the largest ones in the NFL this weekend. If they win, their playoff percentage chances are at 85%. If they lose, they drop to 62%. Now, I'm not going to ask the question, will the Packers make the playoffs, or can they make the playoffs if they lose to the Lions? I think that's an absolute yes. I do think they're absolutely a playoff team. They're going to make the playoffs. Now, again, I think they're a 10, maybe 11-win team, so it could get a little dicey, but I don't. The years past, obviously, when the Packers have been either in or just missing the playoffs with 8-9 wins, I still feel like that's the magic number on the back end. If it's a worst-case scenario, I still think they get in there. But I want to ask this question. Do you think the Packers will win the division if they lose to the Lions at home on Sunday? 844-770-3776. Will the Packers still win the division if they lose to the Lions on Sunday? I don't want to ask can. Of course they can. I want to ask will they? Because they are behind the 8 ball. And winning the division doesn't mean you can't. You're not going. You don't have to win the division to go to the Super Bowl. You don't have to win the division to go to the playoffs. But if you lose this game, winning the division seems like a pipe dream.
I just don't see a world in which you can lose this game and you're going to win the division. Like unless, and I did hear Strofe just say this on KBN. I heard it briefly, so maybe I'm going to misinterpret it. But he said that they're 6-1. Have they lost one game?
The Lions are 6-1, yeah.
Yes.
So he was saying something to the effect of like they peaked too soon. That this is like
Who said this?
Strofe, of course.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. What do you mean
Ultimate
peak too soon?
idea.
Did the Packers peak too soon when they won a bunch of games? I mean, what a dumbass thing to say.
Lions peaked in high school. That's what it
Good
is.
Lord.
Basically, just like Strofe. So where I'm going to go with this, though,
Irrelevant.
is that the Lions would have to have an epic collapse for the Packers then to win the NFC North, I think, if the Packers lose this weekend to the Lions. I don't think that this game is absolutely essential that they win, and I think we can all agree on that it feels like a big game, but it also doesn't feel like the biggest game. It's not like they're playing in November. They are in November. At the end of December for this game. Like, that one feels a lot bigger than what this one does.
Right, but
it is incredibly important for them to win. It's just not incredibly important for them to win, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. If you wanted to win the division, though, going to 0-2 in the division, losing 2 divisional games against the top 2 contenders for the division at home makes your life a lot harder. And peak too soon has to be one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. The 49ers were 12-5 last year. Isn't that kind of what the Lions are gearing towards? 49ers went to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. So, like, what kind of dumbass statement is peak too soon?
I think that's also just, maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's also going off of last year where it was like the Packers season looked terrible at this point in the season, and then it's all of a sudden by the end of the year it was like, okay, great, they're on the up and up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but also dumb because the Lions, with all due respect to you, were 12-5 last year.
Not to me. I'm not the one that said it.
But you said you're trying to defend Strouf's dumbass take.
No. I'm not defending his take. I was just saying maybe
the Lions
this
were
is what
12-5 last year, and they went farther than the Packers in the playoffs. So, like, peak too soon, my ass.
Should have gone to the Super Bowl.
You'd rather be the Lions last year. You'd rather be the Lions this year right now.
I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah,
of course I would. The Lions are a really good team. The Lions are arguably the best team in the NFL this year.
What do you think? Is that peak too soon? What's like Major League? It's too high. It's like the fly ball that ends up being a home run. They're sitting in the stands. It's too high. It's too high, and then it flies into the stands. What do you mean too high? It's like I thought at the trajectory it was going to land. Too high, peak too soon.
It's a stroke. Take that. It's a stroke. Chris from Manitowish Water says, simple question to answer. Answer is no, they will not, Jimbo.
Separately though, is peak too soon one of the dumbest things you ever heard?
Who are you asking?
Like the term or
Me.
about the
Yes.
Lions?
Just in general. What do you mean peak too soon? But in football,
peaking too soon is real. I don't know. In sports, maybe not, but in general, yeah.
yeah,
It's a thing.
But like in sports,
In sports, I don't want to be your straw man, Jim. So I'm not going to say yes.
I'm not straw man. I'm asking you specifically.
Well, you're trying to do tamale first, and now you're trying to direct it towards the guy behind the glass.
There's no straw man. I am saying this is a stupid statement. I want your takes on it.
I could call Alex Strouf if you'd like.
Sure. we
legitimate straw man.
We could do what they never do. They finally had me on is they take shots at me and then rip me while I'm not on. We could do that here. We could bring Alex on. I'm happy to do it. Peak too soon is so dumb.
I don't think there's anything
about
this
isn't the NCAA tournament.
I don't think there's anything about peaking too soon. I think there's certain teams who, maybe have records or schedules that make it so that they have a better record. But typically the teams that aren't going to be as good down the second half of the season are the teams that were never good to start, but they just had an easy start to the year.
So that's not even peaking too soon. That's just taking advantage of a soft schedule. So again, stupid argument. Like the Vikings, they might run out of gas, but that's because they took advantage of their easy schedule. The Lions were better than the Packers last year at 12-5 and are pacing to be better than the Packers again this year. So that's not peaking too soon. That's just being better at football.
The only other argument could be that you peak too soon because then injuries catch up with you, which is something you can't account for and you can't expect.
Yeah, it's not like, well, the football god's like, you're too good, so now you're hurt.
I mean, hey, sometimes they're
Kind of
ruthless.
what it feels like the Packers are right now.
What are you talking about? The Packers got all the injury breaks in the world. Jordan Love has had his knee bent and his groin pulled, and he's doing just fine.
Gumby over there.
Hell of a Sunday.
What'd you just say?
Said he's got Gumby. Just keeps bending every which way and keeps bouncing back.
Like Alex Strouf, the balloon
The
man.
wacky, wavy, inflatable
tube guy.
Yeah.
No idea.
Daniel Landscaper says, Packers will win if Malik plays, but will lose if Love plays. This is a game set up for Malik and the dual threat offense. Isn't that what I was saying yesterday? Not necessarily in the dual threat offense and all the stuff with Malik, but just that I think there's a better chance if Malik plays at 100% versus Jordan Love anything less than 80.
Let's get into it on the other side.
This guy trying to take us a break. Carver World Health. Carver World Health.
Jim needs to drink some more milk.
That was
apparently.
Ryan using his Sith Lord strength at me and he's like, you're going to break. Carver World Health is, they don't really help necessarily with your vocal cord health, but otherwise they help plenty. Worked out there a couple times this week, feeling great. Obviously got high energy, feeling real good today. But obviously whether it's semaglutide, you could do hormone optimization, you could work out there, you could do cryo, you could do red light therapy. So many great options over at Carbon World Health to get your life and your health back on track. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Have you lost weight in the past but gained it all back and more? We know the secret to losing weight and keeping it off long-term without drugs or injections. At MadisonWeightLoss.com, many clients lose 20 to 30 pounds in a month or two, or keep it off without prepackaged meals, no exercising, no hormones, no injections, no drugs or surgery. Go to MadisonWeightLoss.com now.
Hi, it's Jesse Nelson. Over the 60-day program that I experienced with Madison Weight Loss, I was able to lose 40 pounds and learn healthy habits that I can incorporate for the rest of my life. I can't recommend Madison Weight Loss enough. It has been such an amazing experience transforming my lifestyle thanks to their expert coaching.
To learn about our program, go to MadisonWeightLoss.com and schedule your free private phone consultation. Our staff will walk you through our entire program, talk about your health goals, and see if it's a good fit for you. Call 608-774-7241 or go to MadisonWeightLoss.com to schedule your free phone consultation now. That's MadisonWeightLoss.com. Results may vary.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bar of the Week. Listen to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Thursday to find out where you can enjoy $2 Miller High Lifes and High Life Lights. To celebrate our love for dive bars, we are going to tell you about some of our favorites, including one featured dive bar that will offer $2 High Lifes and High Life Lights for the week. Taste the champagne of beer in its natural environment. A delightfully different dive bar in Wisconsin, like the Nitty Gritty in Sun Prairie, Caribou Tavern, R&J Saloon, and the Keg in DeForest.
It started with a prediction.
We'll go out there and play basketball and win.
And how many games?
6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture.
I knew that we were going to be getting engaged soon and needed to do some ring shopping. Heard the radio ads of Chalmers and decided, hey, we should give it a shot at Chalmers.
They were just awesome at accepting us through the door and understanding what she wanted in terms of how she wanted it, and they delivered.
Everybody always is telling me how sparkly my ring is. They tell me that they really like the style of the ring and the setting that it's in. I am ecstatic with it.
Thank you, Chalmers.
Breaking news on ESPN Madison is presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or visit metrokiaofmadison.com.
Black Friday is Cash Friday at Ho Chunk Game in Madison. On Friday, November 29th, starting at 5 p.m., 18 winners will each take home a cash prize between $500 and $2,500 in our Cash Friday promotion. And at 8 p.m., one winner will take home the $40,000 grand prize. Plus, November 29th is Ho Chunk Day, and we're celebrating by giving the first 500 guests visiting our Rewards Club booth $25 in rewards play. Cash Friday is a holiday tradition at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we're the cold weather experts, offering unbeatable deals on the gear and supplies you need to get ready for winter. Like 30% off all zero exposure outerwear for the family. 8 packs of Energizer AA or AAA batteries, just $6.99. Blaine's brand Platinum Automotive batteries are $5 off. Plus, check out unbeatable toy deals in Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland, now open. Like a Max side-loading garbage truck toy, $10 off.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Phish Friday on Jim, Matt, and Molly is brought to you by Off-Broadway Draft House. Enjoy a traditional Friday fish fry at Madison's favorite neighborhood gathering spot, Off-Broadway Draft House.
But if this game doesn't go right, I'm not going to be any less bullish on the Green Bay Packers winning. I know they can go out and beat Detroit in Detroit. I know that there's a little, from a psychological standpoint, I think Green Bay is in a good place. They're a young team that you know is going to get better and better. Detroit is in their prime window. They have a couple of year run here with all of their established veterans. Green Bay's just getting started. So I think all of the pressure is on the Detroit Lions.
It is funny because if it was reversed, you'd be like, the Packers have no pressure. I mean, you want to spin it how you want to spin it. That was Mark Tosh here. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. If the Mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light. Doesn't LeBron say that pressure is a privilege?
Don't apply that to LeBron. That is
I'm just saying there's a commercial that I've seen a lot recently.
But that's not like his saying. That's like saying,
understand.
Didn't Michael Scott say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take? Like,
I understand. I'm not okay. There is a saying that pressure is a privilege.
Thank you.
There you go.
Not a LeBron saying.
So isn't it better to be the Lions in this situation that you have pressure? But also, I think the Packers have pressure. They just paid their freaking quarterback $55 million a year.
The pressure thing is stupid. It's just insane. I'm sorry. Like, the players aren't like we cannot say in one breath this game doesn't matter if the Packers lose, but the Lions have all the pressure. Either this game matters or it doesn't matter. It can't be one or the other just because what you want it to be. There's no real pressure in this game. But I'm sorry. The Packers, you should absolutely be worried about the Packers' chances of winning the division. They seem minuscule. If they lose to the Lions, their chances to win the division are minuscule. It doesn't mean they can't make the playoffs. It doesn't mean they can't go to the Super Bowl. But the idea of getting home field and winning the division seems far-fetched if you lose to the Lions on Sunday. It's not your death sentence, but it's far-fetched.
Well, that's why I kind of questioned your word of worried. Is it something that Packers fans should be worried? Of course you want to win the division. Of course, that's great. That's all dandy, everything. But all the things that you just said, that they don't have to win the division in order to have postseason success.
True, but I said they have to be worried about winning the division. You don't have to be worried about the whole thing, but if you would prefer to win the division. Like, for an example, you don't want to be, I know this is a young team, and apparently they're the only young team. You know, the Lions are within like 3 months of the Packers, and their quarterback's only 30 years old. But, like, none of that matters. And their quarterback has had a healthier run than Jordan Love is. But none of that matters.
Still younger.
Yeah, none of that matters. None of that matters. Like, I don't know. Quarterbacks are good to like 37. So if we're worried about like a 5-year window, okay, fine. Maybe the Packers have the next window. But you know what the Lions have? A more proven quarterback. They have a guy they know exactly what they're getting every Sunday. The Packers still don't know what they have in Jordan Love. We can talk about that another time. Mm-hmm. We don't know what he is. He's still either been injured or he obviously last year had the ups and downs of a first-year starter. And we don't know where he's landing. Like, these numbers over the last 2 years could be who he is. And that's a good quarterback. That's a fringe Pro Bowl quarterback. But it's not the next Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre. He might get there, but so far he's not there. And Jared Goff ain't there, but the Lions know he's not there.
JJ.net says the Bears, Vikings, and Lions have all classically peaked too soon. Maybe schedule is a factor, but it's not stupid to say. It's a huge thing in sports. The reverse is certainly true. You want to peak at the right time. The hot team.
The hot team, the Green Bay Packers, lost to the 49ers in the playoffs. And the Detroit Lions, with the exact same record they're going to have this year, went farther. So did the 49ers, who were not the hot team coming into the playoffs. You're just saying things to make yourself feel better.
But the Packers were hot at the end of the year. That's what we classically have. That's what we classically have paid Jordan Love for.
They crapped their pants. So you're hot till you're not. I'm sorry. That's the dumbest thing. The Brewers were the hot team. Weren't they hot as hell coming in? What did they do? Pupkiss. It's all just retroactively trying to fit a narrative. You're right. I'm sorry. You can say the Vikings and the Bears have taken advantage of their easy schedule. Absolutely. The Detroit Lions are a better damn football team than the Packers over the last 3 seasons. 3 seasons they've been better than the Packers. So that's not a schedule. That's not a schedule quirk there. Detroit's better than Green Bay. 844-770-3776.
We've got Phil and Madison on the line.
All right.
Hi. I was just hoping that you could define what minuscule means. Is minuscule 1%? Is minuscule 25%? Is it 40%?
That's a great question. I would say your chance. Okay, what did we do earlier? What was it? The Packers' chances of making the playoffs dip to what? Do you remember? If they lose?
That was your tweet that you sent from PFF. I believe it was at 44% if they lose.
Right.
That's
So
make the playoffs, not to win the division.
Right. So we're going to go lower than 44 because according to Pro Football Focus, their chances of making the playoffs, which I think this number is a bit dramatic, their chances of making the playoffs drop to 44% if they lose to the Lions on Sunday. Now, I see no world the Packers aren't making the playoffs. So
wait, where do you see 44%? Where'd you get that from? No.
The tweet I sent.
No, it's 62.
Okay, Brian just said 44.
With a win, it's 85. With loss, it's 62.
So I'm going to say that I'm going to say 35% chance of winning the division if you lose at home to the Lions, since you already lost at home to the Vikings. That's what I would say. That's minuscule.
Oh, I strongly disagree. Minuscule is 10%.
Then 10% it is. I don't know what we're trying to split hairs on it. You think the Packers have a legitimately more than minuscule chance to win the division if they lose to the Lions, so the Lions would move to 7-1 with another home game against the Packers. So you'd be behind the Lions and you'd be behind the Vikings with 2 road games left against those teams to try to make up ground and a tough part of your schedule coming through. Meanwhile, the Lions would be 7-1 and you'd be 6-3, and you wouldn't classify your chances of winning the division as minuscule?
I'm just saying it's closer to 25% than what it is 10%.
Okay. All right. Thanks for the call, Phil. If 25% makes you feel better, then fine. Minute?
Minute versus minuscule? Is that what you're trying to ask?
Both have min, so both are minimal.
What's going to happen? Not going to happen. How about that for your chances?
Oh, so it's not going to happen.
If you lose, barring injury, so let's say the Lions quarterback stays healthy, Jared Goff stays healthy, you lose to the Lions on Sunday, you're not winning the division.
Not winning it at all.
No.
I don't think you can say that.
I can absolutely say that.
How can you say that? That's crazy.
More than halfway through the season, you
have
have 3 losses, 0-2 in the division, and the Lions would be 7-1 with a home game against you coming up.
Well, if they had a home game, you could still win that home game, and then if you ended up sweeping the rest of the division, that's 4 wins. So
you can't sweep when you still have the.
I'm saying sweeping the remaining games.
Gotcha.
Thank you. So then at that point,
but then what evidence do you have that you would do that though?
What evidence do I have that they could sweep the division? Because they
Any
could
given
still
Sunday.
win. Yeah.
Okay.
And also
the Lions could win every game they have left, right?
Well, yes, we're talking theoretically. We're talking percentages, Jim.
Okay.
That's what you asked if there's a chance. I'm telling you, there's a chance it could still happen.
Well, let's look at the Lions' schedule. Texans, who are now stumbling.
They look god awful.
The Jaguars, the Colts. The Lions now are actually moving into their easier part of their schedule. They have the Texans, then they have the Jags, then they have the Colts, and then they have the Bears, then they have the Packers. They have
easy win.
They have the Bears and Packers at home. Those are both home games. They have the Bills at home. That's probably the last tough game. They're at the Bears, at the 49ers, and then home Vikings. So the Lions could easily get to 11, 12 wins without much effort.
11, 12? I mean, the way you're talking about it seems like they'll get to 15.
They could. I said without much effort.
Okay.
Like, they're probably favored to win. Like, if they win this Sunday, they're probably favored to get at least to 12 wins.
So I think it's fair to say that the Packers' chances of winning the division do plummet down to around the minuscule percentage that Phil threw out, like 10%.
All right.
Or like 20%.
But
I would not say it's impossible because you still have a whole second half of the season. You're only 2 games behind. It would still be within reach. It would be very hard. And you would need some things to break your way, for sure.
Right. And again, I think the biggest thing is that people are still imagining that this is a Lions team that has not been better than you the last 3 years. Like, this is not the old 49ers who, when Aaron Rodgers broke his collarbone, were so inept they couldn't seal the division. That's not this team.
They did beat that team at home last season.
But the 49ers, the Detroit Lions still went 12-5 and won the division last year. And the year before, they kept your ass out of the playoffs. So
True,
they've been a better team than you. Better team than you the last 2 years.
This is a better Packers team this year.
The Lions, I think, are still better.
No, I'm saying the Packers team this year is far better than the team was last year. The Packers were last year.
I know,
and the record is much closer, whereas that it could still be within reach even if they lose one of the games. But
I think the Lions are also better, and I think that they are a team. Mark Tosher talked about it. The Packers are a team on the come up. The Lions are at their peak. So by that definition, the Lions are already better,
unless they lose, and that's why we play on Sundays. Or they play on Sundays. I'm not going to say we. I'm not part of the team. let me draw that back.
Obviously, but we're trying to make something. Of course, anything could happen any given Sunday.
Jim, you asked if there's any chance, and I'm telling you there's a chance. So you're welcome.
I would bet a significant amount of money the Lions win the division.
Let's do it.
All right,
we can do that.
Bet right now.
Well, there we go.
If the Lions win,
impromptu Molly's game.
If the Lions win,
we're adding a layer.
But that's what it was. I said wait, there's no layer. I said if the Lions win.
No, you just said I bet that they'll win the division right now.
Oh,
and then I said
meant.
bet, and then you were like, if they win.
No, but that was my original statement. I'm betting the Lions. I still feel good they're going to win the division. But my original statement is if the Lions beat the Packers on Sunday.
Okay, let's reconvene, and then you guys can make your bets.
Okay, but if we make the bet, then we do have to play the odds, and we have to have a bigger payout for the person who's less expected to win.
No. We're just straight up.
No. If you're saying if they win, if you're throwing that in, then yes, then it changes significantly.
Yeah, we're not waiting this thing.
Well, yes, we are.
No, if you're a believer, then you got to believe in your team.
No, but
you got to ride or die with your team.
If you're a believer, then you don't have to say if the Lions will win, because the Lions are going to win. There you go. It's decided.
Fine. We'll place an on-air bet.
Okay, let's do it.
What are you betting?
$500.
You want to
do you even have that?
No. But I don't know.
Maybe I don't know if betting on the air is legal, so we can do a on-air bet. Absolutely.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true. I don't think that's legal in the state of Wisconsin yet.
We'll on-air do an off-air bet. How about that?
We'll find something show-related, not monetary, but we'll find something that Jim and I can bet on.
It got to be heated. $500. Jesus.
Wow.
My entire salary, Jim. They're going to win.
It's a week's pay.
A lot of people chiming in on Jim today. Daniel Landscaper says, oh, no, people are supporting you. Oh, there it is. Jim's yelling again. Chris from Manitowish Waters. Geez, Jimmy, rant on, big guy. Ryan, Psychedelic Advisor, says, crush him, Jim. Put him in a body bag.
Is that about me or Phil?
Probably both at this point.
Fair.
Ben in Madison says, big roller Ryan. There you go.
Yeah, my 500, my 5 racks.
And TJ from the road says Green Bay probably loses both games to Detroit, and then they'll most likely play the Lions again at Detroit in the playoffs, and that game will be the game that matters.
Ooh.
JJ and Poinette is following up to his peaking too soon. He says, I am not necessarily talking about now, I am saying historically, and hot teams go on to win championships regardless of how they got there. Perfect example is the last Packers Super Bowl win.
When was that? The last Packers Super Bowl win?
It'll be 14 years by the time the Super Bowl is.
I love that JJ and Poinette comes in, but here's the point.
Which is that the Packers win every 14 years, correct?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
All right, but let me point this out.
Not wrong.
Here's why it stands out. You know who wasn't streaky, who actually won the Super Bowl last year? The Chiefs. They stumbled their ass into the playoffs.
Wait, you just said that they weren't streaky, but yet they stumbled into the playoffs?
They were streaking the wrong way.
Yeah, they're streaky as hell. Streaky is a negative connotation, isn't it?
I meant like a positive streak, like peak too soon. Like they were a team that looked like they were going to be out.
Soon?
No.
Wait, you can peak too soon?
You can't.
Wait.
You can't.
No.
Well, they proved my argument. Like what we're doing here is everyone remembers the streaky teams. Again, the Brewers were streaking in really good this year. People love their chances.
They took all their clothes off into the playoffs?
And then what did they do? Like, you're all mad because I'm proving my point here, but they fell flat on their face. The Packers were the hot team coming to the playoffs.
Who fell on their face?
They fell flat on their face. The Brewers, the Packers.
Oh.
What about all the times the hot teams fall flat on their face? Nobody remembers because nobody wants to tell that narrative. We want to tell the narrative that fits best for our team. And you know what fits best on your ring? On your finger is a ring from Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. You can get yourself a customized ring from Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. They are Madison's family-owned, and they are Madison's custom jeweler. Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Rake in a big win this November at Potawatomi. Go head-to-head in the Cash Clash game show for your share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Just play with your rewards card for entries. Prize drawings on Thursdays. The Cash Clash game show at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Your win is waiting. More info at paysbig.com. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
Forget about the front row. The best seat and the best place to be on game day is Off-Broadway Draft House for all the sports. Check out our new game day menu with tostado nachos and featuring $2 hams on tap. Those specials are available all day on Saturdays and Sundays. Find out firsthand why Off-Broadway Draft House was Madison's People's Choice winners for favorite bar, wait staff, and more. Game day, any day. Discover what others already know. Off-Broadway Draft House. Come for the beer, stay for the food.
The kick is up and wide left.
Why don't they customize the goalposts? Make them wider.
Gina Della from Pella, how'd you get into the booth?
And why just yellow? Add some green stripes.
Sure, Gina. Should they also remove the G at midfield and paint a Pella crest?
Okay, Wayne, you can't customize a football game to go the way you want, but Pella can customize your home the way you want.
Right now, get 0% interest for 60 months.
Visit PellaWI.com.
Hold your appointment on or before November 8th. Certain restrictions apply.
You're probably being overwhelmed with information about semaglutide, the game-changing FDA-approved weight loss treatment. Jim Rutledge here. I was like you. I didn't know what it was until I saw Dr. Nessa Rodriguez at Carbon World Health. He can walk you through the benefits. He can tell you if it's right for you, and then you could come up with a plan to change your life with a workout plan and semaglutide. With that plan, I dropped from 20% body fat to 10% body fat, and I dropped over 20 pounds of fat and kept my muscle. You can do the same thing. Go see Dr. Nessa Rodriguez at Carbon World Health.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Hey, it's John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. Come in and discover the high standards, classic traditions, honesty, integrity, and elegance when you walk through our doors. For over 90 years, customers have returned again and again to our warm boutique setting. Trust me, because I've been there for over 40 of them. Whether it's time to come back or your first time in, stop by Goodman's Jewelers at 220 State Street today. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Professional volleyball is coming to Madison this January. Featuring Olympic medalists Lauren Carlini and Annie Drew Schumacher, Love Madison Volleyball is Madison's newest pro team. Get ready to watch some of the world's best volleyball players, from Olympic medalists to NCAA champions and international superstars, with the action kicking off on January 17th at the Wisconsin Fieldhouse. Visit lovb.com for more information and tickets for Love Madison matches. Volleyball is the next major league.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions.
When I jumped off, I had a bucket full of thoughts. When I first jumped off, I held that bucket in my hand.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are live from the Everlight Solar Studio. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. He's Primetime Wollersheim. She is Molly Brown. I am Jim Rutledge. And we're going to figure out our bet. It'll be something, I'm guessing along the lines, Ryan, as I bet before, that the Detroit Lions will win the division. I'm guessing something along the lines of the Packers. Like, I have to do something Packer-related.
No, I've already decided.
Oh, what is it?
I've decided. It's because we're talking about teams can't be hot, can't be streaky going to the playoffs.
I got a streak?
Yep. Should the Packers win the division, you have to streak at their first home playoff game.
Well, that's
Go
insane.
on to Lambeau Field. If the Lions do, then I'll streak at the Lions game.
I don't think literally anybody wants to see either one of those.
No, it's not about whether people want to see it. It's the fact that we don't want to do it. That's why it's fun.
Okay.
Because we're streaking.
If you wanted to set something up,
you want
like,
people to see it because you're picking the Packers to win.
if you want to set it up like I have to run like in shorts around this office, like Ben Bruss style. Ben always liked to show off his body, like he was. He always made a million bets on Scalzo and Bruss, where it was like, hey, I got to take my shirt off and do something.
I think like he wasn't he supposed to clean Jesse's car like in a swimsuit or vice versa.
I think
Jesse
had to. No, Jesse had to because Ben beat him in bowling.
Gotcha.
Beat him in his own sport, just
Again.
like I'm going to beat Jim in his own sport.
So what are you doing? So is basically
I'll streak.
Is the bet? So the bet
Around
is
the Capitol.
Sponsored by
this?
Carbon World Health.
Yes, we can something.
Never mind.
We can do something.
Yeah, they don't want to be attached. Good point.
We'll do something shorts related. Because nobody wants to get fired arrested.
Yes,
but we'll go like around like we have a big block here. Like jog around the block.
Jog around Breeze Stevens Field.
If they'll allow it, yes.
Wait, you guys?
Public. It's a public sidewalk.
I thought you meant like the actual field. The
Go score
stadium.
a goal.
Isn't it a stadium? Then?
Stadium.
Yes,
Right, you're right. You're right.
Because you
Breeze
said
Stevens
field,
Stadium.
I was taking
correct,
literally.
Correct.
Yes.
Fair.
Or we could kick. Or you could. If the Ford allow it, you can make some kicks in your boxers.
We're
or something.
partners with Ford Madison. Maybe we could set some up.
Kick field goals in just shorts
in the middle of
in your chonies.
The division race would end at the like
it's underwear in Spanish.
It would end,
Okay.
Oh, okay. There
Sounded
we go.
graphic. I didn't know.
Kia of Madison Oil.
I mean,
I
the
think that's what
division.
it is. I hope you didn't have to dump me. Sorry.
The division would wrap up like January 3rd or
Yeah,
something
but
like
here's
that.
the thing: is you guys got to wait for me to be back because I can't miss this. I know that sounds very inappropriate,
But
I can't
okay.
miss it. You can't make the bet when I'm here and then not do it when I'm not here.
We could have considering that you embarrassed yourself on a Teams conference call, we could have a Teams call of us doing this punishment, and then you could watch it that way.
That feels like something we're probably not allowed to do.
No, if we do it just with like the ESPN Madison office, it's a Teams company office call. Yeah, we could do that.
Sure.
Why not?
Sure.
844-770-3776.
Jim doesn't look so confident anymore, does he, Molly?
Nope, he's scared.
You guys just moving the bet all over the place. We can do the jog around, Bree Stevens. I like that. That's fine.
All right, in shorts.
Yeah, in shorts.
Brought to you by Carbon World Health.
Just shorts. Brought to you by Carbon World Health.
I'm
fine with
yeah,
that.
I don't know if they want to be attached.
I'll tell you what.
You'll be getting that cryotherapy in the middle of the winter outside.
Exactly. I'll just say this. I have a base layer that is thicker than Ryan's. So
True.
Ryan's going to have to.
Wait, base layer?
I feel like you're. I'm a man. I have chest hair.
Oh.
I thought you meant just like.
I'm a man. I'm
40. I don't know.
So
I thought you were talking like
underneath
underneath
you
the
are
skin.
a skinny fella. But I meant more of like you're skinny, and I feel like a little bit like I don't know. I feel like
So you've got a natural sweater.
Yes, I'm gonna be nice and warm. I won't worry about it. I run warm. I run hot. It'll be nice for me. But I'm not gonna lose. But I'm not worried if I do. I might even jump in the snow.
I run cold, so it's perfect.
Yeah, you're literally gonna be running.
I
cold.
won't even feel it.
844-770-3776. Almost made a joke there, but I didn't. I kept it to myself. We did ask the question, do you think the Packers will win the NFC North if they lose to the Lions on Sunday? Nope, they're going to need the wild card. 65% of you agree with me. Molly, the ESPN app can tell you all the great places you can watch this game or any other game.
Yes, if you ever have trouble finding your favorite team's game, there's no more searching and hunting. Where to Watch has you covered. Where to Watch is a new feature that you can find on ESPN.com and on the free ESPN app. Where to Watch is a one-stop shop with one-click access to ESPN network streams and all other networks. Tens of thousands of events across sports and leagues. Access it from any web browser at ESPN.com/where to watch today. That's ESPN.com/where to watch. This is Jim, Matt, Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and Wisconsin On Demand. Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank, with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at starionbank.com. Member FDIC.
Brian Balaga joined the Jump Around this week, a digital show streaming every Thursday on ESPN Madison's YouTube channel. The former Packer reflecting on his Iowa days. That Badger-Hawkeye rivalry, one he circled on that calendar. More from the O-line legend.
When I was there, the two programs mirrored each other. It was the same style offense. It was the same style defense to a degree, but still same principles. It was like you were playing your own team. It was always a really fun atmosphere. So to me, it was always Wisconsin.
Pella's windows and doors feature durable materials, custom colors, and innovative features like shades between the glass. Get 0% interest for up to 36 months at PellaWI.com.
Hey, it's ESPN Wisconsin's Alex Stroh for my friends at Door County Distillery. It's getting cold outside, but don't let it get cold at your gathering with Door County Distillery. For me, football season and the winter is whiskey season. Door County Distillery makes the 27-time gold medal award-winning single malt whiskey and my personal favorite, the delicious brandy. Or maybe it's their wide array of vodkas, brandies, rums, and more. Elevate with Door County Distillery. Visit their website, doorcountydistillery.com, to find a retailer nearest you and a huge list of unique cocktail recipes. That's doorcountydistillery.com.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Learn from some of the best baseball coaches in the area and find the program that fits your training goals and your schedule. Spots are filling up fast, so visit grbacademy.com to sign up now. That's grbacademy.com. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
The Jones family has its rules.
just like any other family. Only difference is, ours are about making the best tasting, highest quality breakfast sausage you can buy. One of our rules, we only use all natural ingredients. It's a mandate we've followed since the 1840s, and we'll continue to do so for generations to come. Right here in Fort Atkinson. I'm Philip Jones. To learn more about the rules that make sure my family provides your family with the best tasting, highest quality breakfast sausage, visit jonesdairyfarm.com.
Brian here from Canopy Wealth Management. At Canopy, we create strategies that are tailored to your needs and goals. We've invested heavily in client-friendly software so your assets and plan progress are available to view in one place at any time. Whether you prefer only the high-level information or enjoy the intricate details of the planning process, we've got you covered. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
You're only minutes away from a better buying experience at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb. Jim Rutledge here. What is a better buying experience? Well, that's the thing. You get to define it. It is the experience that is customized to you. What experience do you want at a car dealership? They can be your trusted friend or your trusted expert. So if you're in the market for a new or new-to-you Silverado, Colorado, Blazer, Trailblazer, remember, you're only minutes away from a better buying experience. And that's at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
I'm floating in the blimp a lot.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are live from the Everlight Solar Studio. Connect to the show, 844-770-3776. We got some streaking bets going on between me and Primetime Wollersheim. If the Lions win the division, Primetime has to run. We'll do like biker shorts or running shorts, something to make it a little bit spicy for everyone out there.
Biker shorts with like the pads.
I have like run shorts that show more thigh than I'm comfortable showing than unless I'm running.
The comments I wish I could make, but I can't.
Can you comment on Jim's Halloween outfit from yesterday?
Terrible outfit. What were you?
Sixth grader.
Like actually?
Yeah, that's what I went as. They got the leggings underneath, the shorts with the jersey on, and then a long sleeve undershirt. Because I believe. So what happened was, and the photo's up on the stream, you can see it on YouTube and everywhere else, that a couple Saturdays ago I went to the Penn State game. Okay. And the long sleeve shirt that I have on and the long, I don't know if it's not like long underwear, it's like athletic long.
Yes.
I don't know what you call it.
They're
anyway,
what like basketball players wear.
Yeah, leggings. Leggings. Fine. I was wearing leggings and a long sleeve. They don't call long sleeve shirts armings, but anyways, I was wearing long sleeve shorts and and a long sleeve shirt. But anyways, I woke up, I obviously, when I got home, I took off base layer clothes or the top layer clothes and just went to bed. And I woke up and my wife's like, "What are you wearing?" And I was like, 'cause I was just like in all black. And I'm like, "This is what I wore under my clothes to the game." And she's like, "Well, put some shorts on or something." So I put some shorts on, and then she's like, "Well, now you look like," my wife is a substitute teacher. She's like, "Now you look like the kids, like, and my oldest is in sixth grade. She looks like one of the boys in school and everything." So that was in my head from a couple weekends ago. And then when I got home, I'm like, I don't know what to do. Nola, my youngest, wanted me to dress up. And I was like, okay, I got the Ray Allen Mitchell Ness jersey, which I'm wearing. And I was like, okay. And I was like, well, they gave me a hard time for wearing the leggings under the shorts, so I could do that. One, to embarrass my wife and my oldest, which is something I enjoy to do. My youngest, I hung the moon. She's not going to get embarrassed by me. So that was kind of the double part of it. And then the Iron Jock hat, it's nice and warm, but everyone in the family hates it on me. I've actually given it to Nola. She wears it. And so I wore that as well to be able to get out and enjoy the evening. And so I thought it worked. I've definitely picked up my kids from school and seen most of the boys dressed exactly like that. So I figured, why not? Let's go with the sixth grade boy.
We have a sixth grader, and thank God he doesn't dress like that.
But a lot of them do. Or maybe it's more fourth grade. Maybe they've aged out of it. But I remember when Rosie did her fourth grade graduation, all the boys were wearing that, and they were doing the gritty.
During a graduation?
The gritty is the thing.
Yeah, well, because it was like a walk. It wasn't a full-on graduation. It was like...
you said fourth grade graduation,
Yeah,
right?
so like a walk to go to it was like a ceremonial like, hey, bye, you're off to middle school. Or not even middle school. It's like a transition school because middle school is
intermediate or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
So
Right, it's not like they got a freaking cruise for their graduation.
All
Like,
these freaking participation trophies. I can't stand it anymore.
You know, they let kids, they get celebrated when they graduate kindergarten too, Ryan.
oh, kindergarten
Honestly-
graduation and 4K graduation, the cutest.
Yeah, honestly,
So
that
cute.
makes sense because they're toddlers. Like they're like, yeah, you're actually moving into like real school now. That makes sense to me. Like graduating 4th grade is pretty
Kindergarten
ridiculous.
is in elementary school. You're in the same school. Like 4th grade, you're just going to a new school.
Okay, yeah, kindergarten to elementary school. All right, preschool to kindergarten. I think there's a jump there. There's a legitimate jump.
My kids didn't go to preschool, so I don't know.
Do kids go to preschool anymore?
Oh, most kids go to preschool.
Do they?
My wife
Okay.
went in home daycare, so then they didn't have to go.
We talked about it a lot yesterday. Like, do kids trick or treat anymore? I don't know what the youths do now.
What? We didn't talk about if
Yeah.
kids trick or treat
Yeah,
anymore.
you asked if
no, we didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, we didn't.
Yes, because you were afraid of taking candy from strangers or taking shots of substances from
No.
strangers.
I said that I thought this was crazy that there was somebody on like my local page a couple days ago that said that they would be going around giving syringes full of different
I've seen
alcoholic
that.
drinks.
Yeah.
And I was like, in what world are you going to be showing your kid that you're taking a drink from a stranger, like some weird
Oh, everyone
thing
did
like that
in town.
That's like to me. Why the hell am I going to
Jim's
do
out
that?
there. Jim's out there with his legging shirt on and
yeah.
all of his underneath
Basically,
clothes.
I'm
His
just going to
Grayson
reenact
Allen
how
jersey
I.
came
Yeah,
off.
basically, just gonna. I reenacted how I. When I do the if I lose, it'll just be reenacting how I acted last night.
Okay, there you go.
Just running around the neighborhood with shirtless.
Yeah, I didn't say do
no,
kids
I
trick or
did-
treat. I literally just said I took my kid trick or treating the other day, and our street was packed with kids.
All right, maybe that was a question G asked. He was like, do kids really trick or treat anymore? That came up at some point. Maybe you were not the one who asked it.
Maybe.
We asked a lot of questions yesterday.
Kids definitely do trick or treat. Hence why Jim was taking his kids trick or treating.
Fair point.
Yeah,
Fair point.
Yes, I wasn't going trick or treating. I guess we should.
Did you stay warm in that?
No, I had to put a coat on.
I was gonna say it was cold when we left the office last.
I mean,
night.
I initially tried to. I was a bit militant because my wife's like, "You need a coat." I'm like, "I'll be fine." And I walked outside. I'm like, "God, this is too."
It's not cool to be cold.
Sounds like a true 6th grade boy. Nah, I don't need it, Mom. Go away.
I was the kid. Never tie my shoes. Never wore a coat. Never.
I think
Mainly 'cause
every
I was
kid
told,
does that.
I was
It's
told not
awful.
to. Yeah, so I was told I needed to, so absolutely not.
Contrarian Jim.
Well, I think every boy. My daughters are fine with that stuff. They
Oh,
listen.
good. That gives me hope for at least one of my kids.
Yeah, the boys they're just jerks. I think girls listen better. No, I don't know what happens later on in life.
Comes to bite you in the ass.
It could. But when they're little, they listen. They're smarter. They're just better kids. The boys. Boys are like they're from what I and.
So funny.
haven't
This
been a
is coming
boy.
from somebody that doesn't have boy kids. But I guess
I was
you've
a
been
boy,
you've
and
been
my wife
around
was
them
in
too.
home daycare. And actually, the boys went to that were pretty good. But this is how people describe boys, but I was one too. It's like there's like a dog, boy, and then girls. Like they're just a little bit more. I got nephews. I see them around, and the way they act as opposed to the girls is insane. It is like someone let a wild animal in the house as opposed to the girls.
Fair. Ryan, the psychedelic advisor, says if you're old enough to buy your own candy, that's when you stop trick or treating.
I think it's a good ruling there.
How old do you have to be to buy your own candy?
I don't think I've ever bought my own. Like, I'm not just gonna go buy a Halloween bag of candy and
I think
eat it at home.
I bought a big box of candy bars at Costco the other day. Just FYI.
Just
My
for
wife
you?
was not
Wait,
thrilled
so are
about
you
it.
bragging that you are the house that gives out full size?
No, these are for me. We didn't give out any candy.
These are for me.
Yeah.
Jim's sitting inside with the window with the shutters shutters closed, just eating giant.
We were trick
candy
or treating.
bars.
It was 5 to 8. We were trick or treating. No, I was at Costco the other day. I had to make a quick. I had to get gas and I needed some salt for the water softener. So I was like, well, I'll just walk through. And they
That's the worst because then you end up home
Yes.
going out, with
Right.
your hands full.
I didn't walk out with too much. Kept it just over $100, including 3 bags of water softener salt. So, but the candy
You
bars.
carried 3 bags, or did you put on a cart?
Well, I mean, I put them. I
I
carried
was
them
like,
to the
holy,
cart. Yeah.
well, right? And he made it sound like he was going through with no
yeah,
cart.
just-
Hey, carbon will help.
Exactly.
Just one-handed.
Holy cow.
That's 150 pounds. in
Exactly.
one.
That's why I was like, whoa.
Like I could carry 3 bags, but I would have nothing else. I wouldn't be able to carry anything else. Like I'd carry 3 bags
Sweating.
and like put a few things on it. But that is a workout. Yes, I wasn't like walking through with it, just holding in one hand and then picking everything else I wanted. But they had the candy bars. I've been eyeing them for like a month, and I was like, I don't need to buy these candy bars. Because it was like $27 for 30 candy bars. Like candy bar now, I swear to God, is like $2 minimum, maybe
have
even
no
3.
idea.
And so I was like, all right, that's a pretty good deal. And then I'm walking out, and it was like $20 or $19. I'm like, it's happening. Like, I'm sorry, 30 candy bars. I put them in the basement. Like, I'll get to them at some point.
See, I'd be pissed at you too if you're my husband. I'd be like, why did you do that? Because now I'm going to eat them all. That's the problem.
Well, because there's my wife, she's not going to eat the Hershey. She's not going to eat the, I forgot what but there's 10 peanut butter cups. And those are going to
die.
Yeah.
I would actually die.
Yeah, those are going to.
Is there any Butterfingers?
There was Butterfingers. It's over. If there was Butterfingers, I would have bought this a long time ago. That would be a regular
$50.
That would be a regular purchase for me at Costco if it was Butterfingers. I'm weak for Butterfingers.
Whoa.
I'm also weak for Ritz Chris Steakhouse in Milton. Go see Lee over there. Get yourself a sizzle, swizzle, and swirl happy hour. Get yourself a steak for $1. Ryan, steak for $7. Molly,
who knows how many? 10, 15 at this point? I don't know.
Whatever the size of your family or no family, Ryan, you can go to Ritz Chris Steakhouse in Middleton.
I have a family. No one to go to date with. Jeez.
Jim Matt vibes on my Coors Light.
Linger on your fingers.
One call, that's all. It's not just a slogan, but a way of life at Gruber Law Offices. If you've been injured, call our team today. We've represented tens of thousands of injured Wisconsinites for well over 30 years. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Hi, this is former Badger Pro Football Hall of Famer Joe Thomas. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison. Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this is your Sports Center update brought to you by Green Bay Game Night. Following every Packers game this season, join Homer Tausch, Gary Ellerson, Jason Woolley, and the fans for immediate reaction and analysis. Green Bay Game Night on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Make sure to tune into Green Bay Game Night this Sunday after the Packers-Lions game, kicking off at 3:25 p.m. from Lambeau Field. Packers currently 3-point underdogs as they got a list of important players on the questionable injury report. Jordan Love, Jaire Alexander, and Josh Jacobs both carrying the Q designations heading into Sunday's contest. Rookie safety Evan Williams already ruled out in that one. Make sure to head over to ESPNWisconsin.com for more news, notes, and coverage from ESPN's Rob Domofsky. Then on Saturday, the Wisconsin Badgers taking on their rivals, the Iowa Hawkeyes, 6:30 p.m. kickoff primetime on NBC. Make sure to tune into Wisconsin College Game Day before and after the game to react and get prepared for the big game as the Badgers look to regain the Heartland Trophy from the Hawkeyes. And then tonight you got Prep Mania. Verona Arrowhead on ESPN Madison's YouTube page, and then number 7 Wisconsin volleyball taking on number 2 Nebraska. It's starting at 7:30.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special. Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's gonna swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me. I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN.
We're learning a lot about each other.
I don't know, but basically we rode up to the Viking game last year, got sick.
Murr.
It's Murr.
I'm the flower, Mr.
He's not just a basic Bears fan.
It's just not the time or place.
How does a radio station in a Green Bay market have a host who is a diehard Chicago Bear fan? It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Unbelievable.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. If the Mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush,
a Coors Light. Sorry, Ryan, I didn't hit my on button fast enough for you there.
Hey, it happens. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. We're live from the Everlight Solar Studio. We did ask earlier after Molly humiliated herself on the company call of times you've humiliated yourself at work. And I remember, so one was texted in, and I've seen this happen once at Good Karma, but this story was texted in, and it was a funny one, of telling a coworker, like, I love you when you hang up a call.
Has that ever happened to you?
Wait.
To be like, you're having a conversation with them and you're married, so you say like, I love you and hang up a call a lot anyway, so you might just like let it slip out. Like, and you're like talking to like.
I do have that fear.
Yes, that's
like,
so
I
is a
have the fear, but
Do you
I've
have
never
that fear,
done it.
Ryan? I feel, you have that fear of like saying I love you
Like,
to,
bye, I
to
love
me
you.
when you say goodbye. Like, I love you.
It sounds like Jim's trying to get out some real deep stuff right now. But no, it's fine. I don't really tell anyone I love you. So
I was gonna say,
That's what I was gonna get
who
to,
would
like,
Ryan be saying that?
what
'Cause
habit does he have
you're welcome.
Going back to our last discussion, Tyler and Son Prairie says, or Ryan, who has no family, will forever live in my mind. Thank you, Jim. So who would Ryan
We
be
can get
saying,
personal.
I love you to? What did you say?
We can get personal.
Oh, yes. That was weird. You missed that. I can't remember what the hell we were talking about yesterday, but that was weird.
So what Ryan just did there is he didn't move his lips, but he played a liner, and it is off-putting.
We can get personal.
Now his mouth is open. You can see that on YouTube. 844-770-3776. You can chime in with awkward moments. But yes, telling someone that you work with that you love them, not on purpose, is awkward.
So this happened on a company call? What are you talking
So
about?
someone texted that one into me, and I was like, I remember. So they actually did this when I was in West Palm. They did it to mess with. I actually think, I'm 99% sure on this. They did it to mess with Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike. I was in West Palm Beach working down there with Evan Cohen as part of the team down there, and some of the producers wanted to mess with Evan. So they started saying "I love you" to him at the end of calls to see how he would respond. And at some point, he obviously addressed it, and like I think they did a whole radio bit about it. But they just started being like, "We're just going to end conversations with Evan saying I love you," just to see how Evan would respond to it.
That's weird. I rarely say it to my husband.
Well, all right. Well, do we want to talk about this?
Where's the couch? Pull up the couch.
844-770-3776.
We can get personal.
Who says I love you more? Ryan to his mom or Molly to her husband? 844-770-3776.
I love you guys.
Who hugs
Or Brian
more?
Bulaga too? Well, that was Brian
No,
Bulaga?
that was Brett Favre.
That was no
We don't
name.
need to play him on
No,
that
no
show.
name. Sorry.
Let's ban that from the show.
It felt
844-770.
apropos given the conversation.
Yeah, but nothing's apropos with
All right,
him.
fair enough.
844-770-3776 is how you can get into the show. So you can continue to chime in with awkward moments at work.
We can get personal.
There's also a difference between I love you and love you. It's like when I'm talking to my husband, I say love you.
Yeah.
Love you, bye.
You don't look into his eyes every time when he leaves and says, I love you with all of my heart.
No. Bye. Have fun with our toddler. Savage.
See ya.
See ya
Wouldn't
at
wanna be
7. Can't wait for dinner to be made when I get home. It's just all
Do you
the
say
thing.
make me some dinner and slap him on the butt?
Make me some
Go.
dinner and do the laundry.
There you go. See you tonight. Here's what I want for dinner.
What's on the menu?
Okay. Molly's like the most toxic masculinity wife of all time.
She's just a boss at home.
Yeah.
I'm a boss in the office and a boss at home. Oh, savage.
Where are
That
my
was a joke.
cookies? Where's
What?
my dinner? Massage my feet. I'm carrying your children.
And if we were talking about zombie cookies or what we were just talking about just now.
Actual cookies. I don't know. It's just like, I was trying to think of something you'd want if you were pregnant.
Cookies?
You're talking about zombie cookies when the SNL skit we referenced earlier? Is that what you're talking? What's on your mind, Molly? If you know, you know on the SNL skit. I can't even really set that one up. But get into the show, 844-770-3776. Prime, are you ready to run naked? Because
We're not naked. We're going to have running shorts on. You already made it very clear.
I think you guys actually made the bet that no matter who wins and who loses, you're running naked together.
I'm not
Wait,
running
together?
naked with
Wait,
Ryan.
no. That's the opposite of what is happening. We're definitely not naked.
Hand in hand running around the square of Bree Stevens.
Running around the block.
Be a hell of a promotion for the show.
Oh, my goodness.
That would be good.
No, but we placed a bet, so keep us honest on it, that I said the Detroit Lions will win the division. So if the Detroit Lions win the division, Ryan's got to run in tight biker shorts around the...
I don't like biker
Wait,
shorts.
wait.
I like running shorts.
Running shorts.
Okay,
right.
so now the bet is the Detroit Lions
Tidy
will
whities.
win
Yeah.
the division.
I'm saying it right now. I'll make the
Not
bet right now.
not that the Detroit Lions will win the division if
No,
they win this
it's to
weekend.
win the
It's
division.
just straight up.
Yeah,
Okay,
but-
and you're saying that the Packers will win the division straight up.
If the Packers win the division, then Jim runs around Bree Stevens Field naked.
Not naked.
Gotcha, okay.
I can't break any laws, all right?
I don't think it's... Isn't there a whole run in Madison where people
Yeah, but
run
you have
naked?
to like get a permit for that.
Yeah, and I don't think that's technically legal. I think the police would just rather not deal with it.
No,
if
I
had
thi-
to
They don't want to tackle you.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I believe it. I believe it is legal. It's like in the paper.
There is,
It's
yeah.
like you get a permit for it.
Oh, okay.
So if you wanted
Well,
to participate next year, Molly,
Could we get a permit?
I'm not doing a naked bike ride. I could not
Oh,
imagine.
it's a naked
It's a
bike
run.
ride? Okay.
Literally and figuratively, I could not imagine many things more uncomfortable.
No, I agree. I was actually. Oh God, it stunk. I was down on State
Yeah, it
Street
probably
that day
did.
when it happened. Oh yeah, oh, for sure it did. Smelt it through the glass at the place I was eating
All right,
lunch.
so
in.
I will share this story about the naked.
It was actually a Chinese place.
These-
Noodles,
So I went down to
a
Milwaukee
little bit of rice too.
with the fam, and you know what's worse than a naked bike ride is a naked jog.
I was just going to say, that seems worse.
Yes.
Those things are just bouncing.
Yes, everything is bouncing in all directions. And young children don't need to see that that's what the human body is going to turn into, because the people that do the naked runs, with all due respect, are not the people maybe you want to see naked run.
They're
And
not
so
the people running like real marathons.
They're the people that have a lot of things flying all different directions. So down in Milwaukee for Summerfest, and all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I'm like, what has happened? And then I see, like, on the road, there's a gathering of nakeds running our direction. So I was like, all right, we got to turn the kids, like, turn the kids the other way. They don't need to see this.
Yeah.
Don't do your thing, but they don't need to see it. So we turn, Molly, and it was straight out of an SNL skit. It was damn reflective glass. So then I said straight up, just cover their eyes. Because I was like, I don't know what to do now. There's nowhere to look. It was like shaded window. It was straight out of a comedy thing. So
Oh my God, my stomach hurts from laughing.
yeah, that was not great.
Quite the workout. The laughing, not the naked run.
I would I guess you can never say never, but I would never.
Naked run?
Never.
What would you be more likely to do? Naked run or naked bike ride?
Literally neither. Just like you said, it would hurt, and like I'm not a male, but like riding a bike for an extended period of time.
I don't understand
can
how that
hurt.
works. Yeah, I would imagine so. Yeah, it does not sound comfortable.
I would only do bike because I assume I could have the wherewithal and the stamina to just stand up on the pedals the whole time.
What if you slip?
Oh God. Yeah, that's a really good
What
point.
if you fall off the bike?
Yeah, what if you fall?
You get
How
tripped.
confident?
Well,
How
you
often
could
do you ride a bike?
You could fall while running too. I mean, both could happen.
Yeah, but there's not contraptions around you.
That's true. Oh yeah, there's chains. Oh
Yeah,
my
there's-
God.
I'm just thinking how much
Chains
like
and
your
bars.
skin would like jiggle. Like, ew. I'm out.
What
So-
temperature
running.
is it outside?
Shrinkage temperature outside. is what that is, yeah.
Okay.
It's nippy.
No, but I'm saying in this
That too.
theoretical situation, are we doing this in the summer or
Wait,
the winter?
our run?
No, not our run,
Oh,
but
okay.
you're asking would I
The
rather do
naked
a
run,
naked,
the naked
run,
bike
Ryan?
ride.
a naked run or a naked bike ride? Is it hot or cold outside?
It's usually a summer activity.
Yeah,
so
it's
it's
very
sweaty.
summer.
Gross. That's even worse. Then you're chafing.
No, but that's right. That's
Chafing
why
on
I
the
think I
bike
take
seat?
that's why I think I take the bike is because I feel like in the summer I'd be more likely to be able to stand up and just pedal while standing the whole time.
844-770-3776. Would you?
Well, nobody wants to see any of it. Like none of that matters.
Oh
Whether or
God.
not people want to see it is out the window at this point.
84.
Stand up. God.
I got a naked bike ride story for you too. But 844-770.
How many do you have?
I don't. This
He's
is,
lived in Wisconsin a long time.
This has basically been circling my life. But 844-770-3776. Would you rather go on a naked bike ride or a naked run? 844-770-3776. If you feel comfortable putting that on Jim, Matt, and Molly, Ryan, you can put that on.
I was going to put our bet on Jim, Matt, and Molly's Twitter feed. I was planning to put that poll question. I could maybe do both.
¿Por qué no los dos?
844-77. You can do this one because the bet's it's not going to pay off for a while. 844-770-3776. You're more likely to participate in a naked bike ride or a naked run. Naked run also, it runs like around like on West Wash. There's like, I forget there's like a little playground there. And then there's like a running and bike path by the water. It's a respectable distance away. But when my girls were younger, Saturdays are Dadder-days. So I took the girls to the park, and lo and behold, now it was a respectable distance away, but to my surprise, naked bike ride going on the bike path right near the playground we're at. Nothing nefarious, nothing bad. People can do their thing, but I was like, God, Be kidding me. Nola's like, can I feed the ducks? No, this was before the naked run. So the naked run was like, again. But Nola wanted to feed the ducks. Nope, not going to happen for a while. Just play. And then as soon as you try to divert their attention from it, then they're trying to see what's going on. But again, it was far. If you know this park off West Wash, you know that like you'd have to be looking to see it. So it was fine. But it was a little weird at the same time. So 844-770-3776, more likely to participate in a naked bike ride or a naked run. And we'll talk about the Packers after I tell you about the Boca Bowl flyaway here, because if you want to get away, I bet you there's like a naked, I know there's topless beaches in South Florida, so you could go do this on your trip if you won tickets to the Boca Bowl. What are you laughing at?
I don't know.
I thought you laughed. Okay.
Well, no, I did laugh.
Okay. Looking to get away this winter? Well, now is your chance. Our friends at Coors Light are giving away a Florida experience this December, and you could win. This trip for two includes an airfare, hotel voucher, club-level tickets to the Boca Bowl on Wednesday, December 18th, and exclusive access to events surrounding the Boca Bowl. All you have to do is order an ice-cold Coors Light and scan the QR code for any of the following locations. Scotty Bar, Red Zone, EchoTap, Wandos, and Poolies are just some of them. Winners will be announced on Wisconsin College Game Day, November 29th. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
Gold medalist and ESPN Madison foodie here, Matt Hamilton. As a proud Wisconsinite, you know I support local, and it doesn't get more local than Metcalf's Market. They have an extensive selection of local and premium quality food, from meat and seafood to high-quality produce, specialty cheeses, plus a great selection of beer, wine, and liquor. Metcalf's meats are cut and packed in-house, and Metcalf's is one of the only remaining grocery stores in the area that employs skilled and trained butchers. And exclusive in the state of Wisconsin to Metcalf's is certified Piedmontese beef. Head to one of their locations in Hilldale, near Westtown Mall, or in Wauwatosa. Metcalf's Market. Bring local home.
Pizza Hut's wings are the best thing to happen to pizza night since, well, pizza. Introducing Pizza Hut's new Big Boneless Wing Bundle. For only $15.99, enjoy 16 crispy boneless wings in 2 different flavors, 2 dipping sauces, and a double order of fries. The wings are sauced and tossed to perfection and available in 9 flavors like honey barbecue, garlic parmesan, and sweet chili. It's the perfect bundle for game days, girls' nights, family night, or any tailgate party. Order now on the Pizza Hut app or at pizzahut.com.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bar of the Week. Listen to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Thursday to find out where you can enjoy $2 Miller High Lifes and High Life Lights. To celebrate our love for dive bars, we are going to tell you about some of our favorites, including one featured dive bar that will offer $2 High Lifes and High Life Lights for the week. Taste the champagne of beer in its natural environment. A delightfully different dive bar in Wisconsin, like the Nitty Gritty in Sun Prairie, Caribou Tavern, R&J Saloon, and the Keg in DeForest.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Stop in for an express oil change at Fish Hatchery Road on Saturdays. No appointment necessary. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Learn from some of the best baseball coaches in the area and find the program that fits your training goals and your schedule. Spots are filling up fast, so visit grbacademy.com to sign up now. That's grbacademy.com. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
The kick is up and wide left.
Why don't they customize the goalposts?
Gina Della from Pella? How'd you get into the booth?
No, listen. If they made our goalposts just a little wider, and why just yellow? It's Green Bay. Add some green stripes.
Sure, Gina. Should they also remove the G at midfield and paint a Pella crest?
Okay, Wayne, I get it. You can't customize a football game to go the way you want, but Pella can customize your home the way you want. From durable materials and fold-away hardware to custom colors and ease of maintenance, backed by quality craftsmanship, energy efficiency, and warranties that will last for years.
And this has got to be the Pella Dagger.
Right now, get 0% interest for up to 60 months at PellaWI.com. Okay, now I've got popcorn and soda.
Right here.
$22.50, please.
Too bad we can't customize concession prices.
That's it. You've got this, partner. I'm out of here.
Hold your appointment on or before November 8th. Certain restrictions apply.
When you're having computer problems, you need a company you trust to get things working again, quickly and affordably. Madison Computer Works has been doing that for business and residential customers for decades. Our computer care plans take away the hassle of being without your computer or needing to bring it in for repair. Starting at only $10 a month, our local and friendly techs provide remote help and can fix most problems in just minutes. Call 608-231-8000 and sign up today. Madison Computer Works, computers that work for you.
Want to join the fastest growing home solar company in the nation and work in the fastest growing industry in the world? Everlight Solar has open positions in the Madison area and in their newly opened Milwaukee location. As Wisconsin's largest home solar company, Everlight Solar offers great opportunities to gain new skills and advance your career. Don't miss the chance to join the Everlight Solar team. Visit everlightsolar.com to apply today. Save money, save the planet, and start with Everlight Solar.
Phish Friday on Jim, Matt, and Molly is brought to you by Off-Broadway Draft House. Enjoy a traditional Friday fish fry at Madison's favorite neighborhood gathering spot, Off-Broadway Draft House.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. We have questions message in. How long is the run for a naked? Would you rather do a naked run or a naked bike ride? And also, are they comfortable seats for a bike? I don't know of any bike that has comfortable seats, let alone comfortable enough seats, Molly, to sit on naked.
Is it a banana seat? Is that what we're asking?
Is that good or bad? I don't even know. 844. I'll tell you what. If I did a naked bike ride, I'm standing on the pedals. That's just what's happening here. 844.
And I am hoping that I'm not behind you.
Same. The show would never be the same all around if you are behind me. If we would have to stagger ourselves out as a show.
Juggernauts?
Pretty far. Because otherwise, yes.
Matt, we can all agree, though, that Matt would be the one to do either of these.
You can do
100%.
He's probably already done.
I'm a nut.
Like, he would do like an Iron Man naked.
We do hear Maddie Hayes laughing here. So, Maddie, you are joining the show now. You're going to join us for Don't Quote Me. But we just joined the show, I have stumbled upon a naked bike ride and a naked run in my life in Wisconsin. And it's not the greatest sight in the world, I'll be fully honest. But what would you do if you were forced to do one, naked bike ride or naked run?
I would go the secret option of C, which is I would not be on this earth anymore.
All right. 844-770-3776. I can't read any text without someone giving them a once over. So Molly, give them a once over.
What's that mean?
Read it to make sure that it's appropriate.
Need you to clear the text.
Yes. Eric in Green Bay, I did read this one.
Okay.
I once had a first date on the Capitol Square, completely oblivious to the naked bike ride going on that day. I ended up facing it dead on. She had her back to it. Caught me completely off guard. I had no idea how to address the elephants in the room. There was not a second date.
Multiple elephants.
Yeah.
Ryan, our psychedelic advisor, says, my bike has a super comfortable seat. It's really big, a lot of gel padding, plus on the seat post, it has a shock absorber.
I don't like that. I didn't read that one. I felt like that felt like all innuendo, but I don't know.
I've never met a bike that's a comfortable seat. Every bike is uncomfortable to sit on.
Could you do like that lean back bike, like the old man bike? The one where you're sitting down pedaling?
Wait, what?
You know what I mean, right?
Oh, yeah, like with the one sitting?
That might be the only option. If you want comfort.
If it's an old man bike, I will go the naked bike ride.
Or the one where you're laying all the way back, you know what I mean? Like you see those in Madison a lot.
Yeah. That's actually that's a great call. That's genius.
I would lose my mind laughing.
I'll go naked bike ride.
When I saw the most recent naked bike ride in Madison, I saw a few people on those kind of bikes.
You would at least get like a
What about a
tan.
tandem bike?
Yeah,
Tandem.
get a tan.
What about a tandem bike?
Okay.
With who?
You and Matt, you the two of you can tandem bike.
No.
Is Molly pregnant in this scenario?
No. It's illegal for a
take
pregnant
Molly.
woman to ride a bike. I'm kidding. I have no idea.
No, hold on,
They were
hold
gonna
on.
say be naked. I was like, whoa.
class.
Hold on. If the Lions or the Packers don't win the division, if the Vikings somehow do, then that's what Jim and I have to do.
No.
If neither of them win
No.
the division, make it tandem bike.
Recumbent bike is the bike name.
Recumbent, yes.
That's what it's called? Okay.
Yes.
Wait, what? The old person bike?
Yeah, because like old person, incumbent, they always stay in office. Recumbent, same thing. Politics.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
Recumbent bike is the one where you lay back. Yeah.
It's incumbent.
Incumbent, yes.
This is recumbent.
I was making politics jokes.
Gotcha.
It's that time of the
Too
year.
soon.
I don't like politics jokes. I don't like playing with the wordplay here going on. So let's just get to. Don't quote me.
We're not saying it's gonna happen,
Let it ride.
but if it does, then we want credit.
Say that again, because that is an amazing take.
I told you all.
If not, well,
Don't quote me, boy, cause I ain't said.
All right, guys, this is our Don't Quote Me prediction segment. Now, Maddie, we need to catch you up on this. Since the season started, every Friday we want to make our predictions for every Packers game. But
Love it.
one thing is that Jim hates to be quoted. It's his favorite thing. And anytime Molly's quoted, she gets 1,000 dislikes on Facebook. So we
She's a
had,
plagiarizer.
That's not true. Sometimes it did well.
oh, it does
Oh,
well.
it pops off for us.
But everyone's mad at her.
Yes.
But
Everybody
anyway,
hates
for those
me.
reasons, we don't want to be quoted anymore. So we want to make our predictions, and these are kind of long shot predictions where, if they happen, we get to like really say, "Hey, we nailed it." But it's fine if they don't because it doesn't matter.
didn't say
'Cause on Monday, if it doesn't happen, doesn't matter.
Okay.
You can't quote me. So Jim, I'll start with you. What is your don't quote me prediction for this weekend's Packers-Lions game?
Is the Packers are going to lose by double digits? And okay, is that a bold enough statement, or does that not feel bold enough?
They're the 3-point underdogs. It's a home game at Lambeau. I think that depends more on if Love's playing. If Jordan Love is not playing, then I don't think that's that bold.
Okay, so if he's not playing, regardless, I think they're going to lose by double digits. If you want, I'll say 14 points.
Yeah, I think if you say by more than 2 touchdowns, I think that works.
The Packers will lose by 2 or more touchdowns.
Okay. Molly Brown, what is
right.
your don't quote me prediction?
So mine is actually one that I don't want to come true for the first time because I feel like typically it's all positive ones that come from me. Brandon McManus will miss a game-winning field goal.
No.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Oh. Hey, I'm a Browns fan.
Yeah, that sucks. Sucks for you. Sucks to suck.
Hey, Karma got the Browns, though, so it worked out. Got Jameis as your quarterback now.
Browns in the Super Bowl, baby. We're back. We're back.
All right.
Is it my turn?
All right, Molly, Maddie.
It's confusing.
I'm Maddie. She's Molly.
I will say, Maddie, since you left the office, that's one thing that I don't have to deal with anymore. Calling you two by the wrong names.
But there's Holly in the office.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's the M.
confusing,
It's
too.
the M first.
Really?
letter
Molly
that
and
gets
Holly
me.
get me. That one's
Molly
tough.
and Holly?
Yes.
Okay, I
Molly,
can see
Holly,
that.
Maddie.
All right, Madison. What is
Whoa.
your don't quote me prediction for this weekend's Packers-Lions game?
Jordan Love's going to look the best he's ever looked during this game, and he's going to throw for 3 touchdown passes. The Lions have 3 hurt people on their D-line.
It's true.
And their tight ends on the injury reserve list?
Laporta's healthy.
No. Hutchinson.
That's a defensive end.
Defensive ends on the...
I would say
There
T.J.
it is.
Hawkinson is now with the Minnesota Vikings, and he is still injured.
Okay,
Or-
that's probably the thing.
Well, he's
Okay.
coming back eventually.
But I think this is a perfectly set up for Jordan Love to come back and have a great game today.
Today?
Sunday.
You all right?
You're
Thank
getting
you.
there, girl. It's okay. It's okay.
Thanks, guys.
That's quite the prediction. The game's
3
happening on
touchdowns.
Friday now.
3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's what I think.
And Prime?
3 touchdown passes.
Speaking of Friday football, this whole trying to hype up the Chiefs Raiders on Black Friday, ridiculous.
Oh,
what
is
are we
that
doing?
the Amazon Black Friday
Yes.
game this
What
year?
are we doing?
I mean, the Badgers are playing on that Friday.
I'd rather watch the Badger game
Just
than the
leave
Chiefs
Friday
Raiders.
for high school football.
I agree.
Let
Well, but
let
high
it be
school
high
football's
thing.
done by then.
It's over.
It's
over.
true.
Okay, okay, I'll take
I
that.
hate trying to force the NFL onto that day and then also extra college football.
The problem, if it was like Chiefs versus the Chargers, it'd be better.
It'd be
Chiefs
exciting.
Raiders is brutal.
Yes.
It's brutal because it's like a marquee, like a. Oh, you mean because they're
Brutal
both-
because the Raiders
Raiders are
stink.
Yeah, but it's a historic rivalry, I guess. You get that
Historic
draw.
rivalry.
It is. Chiefs Raiders is historic.
Patrick Mahomes going up against who?
Well, fair. Gardner Minshew or maybe Aiden O'Connell.
Oh,
we'll see.
Minshew.
What's that mean?
Gunslinger.
Okay.
Didn't know where you were going with that one. I was like, I don't agree. I do not agree.
Last year he saved me like one of my fantasy games, so I'm loyal to Minshew for life.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, we got a Minshew loyalist on the panel.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm loyal to Jordan Love.
Okay,
and
me
I'm
too.
loyal that if they're going to win this game, the Packers, he needs to outplay Jared Goff. So I think he'll finish with a higher yards per attempt, and he'll have more touchdowns than Jared Goff. And on top of this, I also know Lions fans coming in this game extra salty because they don't like that Xavier McKinney won NFC Defensive Player of the Month, the most important award of the NFL season, as we all know. Okay?
For just the month of October. It's
For
the most
just the month of
important,
October.
yes.
Thank you. Because many Lions fans are upset that their safety, Brian Branch, did not win the award himself. He apparently had more interceptions in the month of December, had one more pass deflection, one more forced fumble, whatever. Who
I don't think anyone cares about that award.
Because he also played one more game in the month of October.
Gotcha.
So, I predict that McKinney in this game also looks like the defensive player of the year that he is. He outperforms Brian Branch. He has more tackles for loss, more sacks, more interceptions, more everything. He outperforms Brian Branch.
Mr. Interception, Xavier McKinney.
Mr. INT, not
right.
Jordan Love. Jordan Love.
Yes.
They cancel each other out.
Maybe. They really do. The one in the Jags game was perfect, too. Right after
True.
Jordan Love threw the red zone pick, Xavier McKinney came back and saved his ass. Right.
True.
Then like next play, Trevor Lawrence throws a pick. But anyways, I think they're both going to play really well, and they're going to outperform their counterpart on the Lions.
All right.
That
And
was
do
a
we have
lot of
Matt's?
predictions that you just
Did
made.
Matt give us one?
He did not get one from Matt today because he has a very important bronze medal curling match right now going on
Against
against
Canada, eh, right?
Yes, I know.
Wow.
That's why I sent the idea in our group chat, the idea of who's America's biggest rival. Canada, China, Russia. Not really relevant anymore, but we don't know how the game against Canada went.
Do you mean like
Where he's going.
like on a
We gotta
global
cut his
political
mic
score?
sometimes.
Just in general. Just in
Yes.
general.
Just like in life?
Just vibes.
Just
vibes.
I feel like the rivalry with Canada is up there.
Canada's like what's the term?
Are they the
It's
US's
like
Lions?
it's like kissing your sister. Like Canada's like it's like a
Yeah.
mirror image.
So the Hawkeyes, Badgers Hawkeyes.
True.
Yes, exactly.
Barry Alvarez said that they're clones.
We're not clones.
Did you
of
guys like
Canada,
my
though.
don't quote
No,
me?
he said
Why
that.
would Barry Alvarez be talking about Canada?
He said,
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm
he
using
said
the metaphor. I'm
Iowa,
comparing
he said
them.
Iowa and Wisconsin are clones of one another.
That's
He said
true.
on the Great Teen Huddle the other day.
That's true.
I actually do like it better if Barry was waxing poetic about
Or
his thoughts
Canada.
on Canada.
He was actually talking about Canada curling.
Yeah, there, yes,
Specifically.
Barry was getting geopolitical.
That's
on
a
the
new
Great Dane
podcast we
Huddle.
have with him and Matt. Catch it on Wisconsin On Demand.
Yes. JK Security Solutions, locally owned, family-run business, been a part of the Madison community for nearly 40 years. Jeffrey and the team care about making sure your home business is safe and secure. So check them out at jksecurity.com. Thanks for Maddie for hopping on the show. We're going to go pole dancing next.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Hi, it's Eric from Canopy Wealth Management. Our years of experience have prepared us to guide you through your life transitions. Our local professional team brings over 90 years of collective experience in the wealth management industry for the benefit of our clients. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started on your financial future today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
If you're looking for a special piece of jewelry for any occasion, Condon Jewelers is always there for you. Condon Jewelers has the best selection of jewelry you'll ever find and guaranteed to have the lowest prices in the Madison area. Free shipping is always available. Visit condonjeweler.com or call 241-3406 and ask for Jim, the owner, who's at the store every day. Shop locally. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Matt Hamilton here to tell you about my friends at Revive Restoration. Nobody plans for accidents to happen, but when they do, you can count on Revive to be professional, efficient, and detail-oriented as they make things right again. Revive Restoration.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European.
First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com because they never charge over the MSRP.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we're the cold weather experts, offering unbeatable deals on the gear and supplies you need to get ready for winter. Like 30% off all zero exposure outerwear for the family. 50-foot yellow jacket extension cords are over half off, just $32.99. 15% off assorted Hillman hardware. And Red Devil caulk and construction adhesives, 20% off. Plus, check out unbeatable toy deals in Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland, now open.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome to Taberna, Madison's newest neighborhood place for tacos, tequila, and margaritas. Located conveniently on Monroe Street, Taberna is your spot to stop before or after the game. Freshly made margaritas, made-to-order tacos, and happy hour every Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Plus, enjoy daily specials like $4 off margaritas on Monday and 3 tacos for $12 every Tuesday. Taberna truly is a spot for everyone. Head to Taberna Tacos and Tequila today, located at 1925 Monroe Street.
There's a good chance if you watch sports, you're getting served information about hormone optimization. What does that even mean? Dr. Nestor Rodriguez at Carbon World Health can tell you exactly what hormone optimization means. He will take your blood work and let you know if it's right for you. If you're feeling sluggish, not losing weight like you used to, you're not gaining muscle like you used to, or you just don't feel like yourself in most aspects of your life, go see Dr. Nestor Rodriguez at Carbon World Health. In fact, sign up for the 6-week experience so you can see everything that Carbon World Health has to offer, including hormone optimization. Learn more at carbonworldhealth.com.
ESPN Madison is on Wisconsin Sports. Catch what you missed on the Varsity Podcast on Wisconsin On Demand, brought to you by Game Day Men's Health Middleton. Keep your performance up and on track in all areas of your life with Game Day Men's Health. Check them out at GameDayMen'sHealth.com/Middleton.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions.
When I see the connection, though I see, I don't stare. Though I see, I don't stare. When I'm lost in my
This is Jim, Matt,
reflection.
Molly, presented by Coors Light. We're going to get into pole dancing in just a little bit, but 844-770-3776, that's your way of getting into the show. We've been asking, would you rather do a naked run or a naked bike ride? Sadler chimes in, and we're going to have to tell Matt this one. Said, I would do a naked bike ride made for two with Matt Hamilton. Would you be flattered if somebody said that to you?
Yes, it's flattering.
Flattering?
I mean,
I'd be uncomfortable.
At least they're not like the last person I would ever want to do a bike ride naked with is Ryan.
It's better to be asked than not asked, right? It's flattering.
Yeah,
You're
it's
like, Kathy
flattering, but it
Ireland,
makes me
thank
uncomfortable
you.
either way.
You can ask me, but I'll turn you down.
On many levels, it makes you uncomfortable to try to do a tandem bike ride.
Yeah.
You have to trust the other person not to fall.
I think a tandem bike ride is just awkward, like, clothed.
You think?
Yeah. Like.
Yeah, there's
right?
no easy way. I did it once.
Date?
No.
Ah.
It's with my dad.
Were you clothed or naked?
Please don't ask that question again.
Why were you...
Fourth grade at my elementary school, we did this thing every, I want to say May. It was a bike hike where we just went to a park that was a 5-mile bike ride.
Okay.
And me and all the kids do it, and the parents are all invited to join. And me and my dad decided to do it on a tandem bike.
Now I picture you behind the bike, like with toddlers, and so you're like in the little carrier behind, and your dad's.
I was in fourth grade.
I wasn't. That's why it's funnier. Or like in the seat on the bike, Ryan's just sitting there, big fourth grader. Dad's right. That's just a funnier image.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Glad I could do that for you.
You know, I feel like it's got the car seat for a kid in the back on a bike. Ryan's sitting there. What is he? Probably
10 years
4
old.
feet tall.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, 100 pounds, just sitting back there.
100 pounds.
That seems about right, no?
How much does a fourth grader weigh?
I have no idea.
I feel like that's a ballpark.
Yeah, it sounds right, yeah. If you're 4 feet, 25 pounds per foot.
That's how
Are we giving your square footage? Like, what's your price per
What's
square
their,
foot?
what's their ounces?
Tune into Edge Construction on Sunday. Here, Jim, Jim
We'll
and
break
Mike
it down
talk
for
about
you.
it. Yeah.
All right. We pole dancing here?
Yes, we are.
All right, it's Jim, Matt, and Molly.
We asked, and
Fix
you
the show
answered.
today.
What?
Coming to the stage, it's pole dancing on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Hey now.
Presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
Yeah, guys, and it's time to go pole dancing. And you know, here on Jim, Matt, and Molly, we don't like to have our own original thoughts, and we didn't have our own original thought in today's poll question either, because your producer dropped the ball and didn't realize Kyle Bruston Nortman tweeted at 2:20 p.m. Can the Packers win the NFC North even if they lose on Sunday to the Lions? Great minds think alike, as I would like to say.
I hope that they call you guys out for plagiarism. That'll make me
Hey,
feel great.
we said will. Hey, can is a soft-ass question.
True.
Can is
True.
a bad question. Everyone, of course they can. Pigs can fly, maybe. Will they? Pigs will not fly, and the Packers will not win the division if they lose on
So it'd be
Sunday.
interesting to compare the results of these two then, because 64% of fans said yes to Kyle Bruston Nortman's poll that there's a lot of season left and they can still win the division if the Packers lose on Sunday. Now, what does our poll question say?
Will they?
Do you need us?
Will they?
Do you need us to find the number?
I was saying it so that you guys would have time to look it up
Sorry.
and find it.
Okay, sorry. Tell us what the number was before.
It was 64% of fans on the Kyle Bruston Nortman poll said yes, the Packers can win the NFC North even if they lose on Sunday. 36% said no. On Jim, Matt, and Molly's poll on ESPN Madison, what did our fans say?
Okay, ours says 72% say no, gonna need the wild card.
Does that say much about our two fan bases, or is that just we have stronger questions?
We
Well,
asked a
they're
better question. They asked a question. It was like, what's the first thing that comes to our mind? Can they win? We asked, will they win?
And
Will
also, don't we like to say that everything is awesome for their show?
Indeed it is. Well, yesterday, not everything was awesome because they had a Halloween Grinch, Ben Brest, saying that Halloween is overrated. Do you agree or disagree? 57% of fans said agree, Halloween overrated. 43% said no. What do you say, Molly? I'll start with you.
No, I think it's fun. I'm excited. I think, like I said yesterday, like I am excited to begin doing traditions with my kids. I'm excited to be. I don't know if I'm gonna be like that really awesome parent that has like a Halloween party and whatnot, but I think that'd be super fun. I do not celebrate like as an adult without kids though, if that makes sense.
Yes,
like,
it does.
I'm not going to Halloween parties. I'm not going out of my way to like dress up and do all the things, but also I'm a homebody, so maybe that's my problem. I don't know.
Who says you had a problem, Molly?
Well, because like G was talking about all of like his plans yesterday of he's gonna go dress up and he's gonna go to a party and do all these things, and I'm like,
But she's like what, 20-something, no kids?
She's the same age as me with no kids.
I think the kids
He's
part
a few
is-
months younger than me. I understand the kids part, of
That
course.
mind, you're an old
but I'm also just not like I'm not like a super social person. Like that doesn't fill my bucket.
Shocked.
All right, Jim, what do you say?
I'm not going to the Halloween party, so. But
You're 45 years old. 44.
I'm 44 years old, Molly.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
4. Heck, I'll be 44 when we return from maternity leave, so I'm a young 44.
Okay, there you go.
Off my case. I would say
I will be
Halloween,
28.
Halloween is fantastic with little kids. It's a great time, even though I'm exhausted from Halloween yesterday. It's so much fun to watch them literally fill their buckets with candy and with joy. And then also, I would say shortly after college, right in that college window, you pull the plug on Halloween parties as an adult.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25 is probably.
I mean, how many
cutoff.
times? Like, because really, realistically, like, if you're doing a Halloween party as an adult, you're just doing some version of Sexy X, like whatever it is.
Swingers
Sexy
party?
radio producer.
Actually, it's funny
No,
because
that's a key party. We're talking about a Halloween party.
a key party.
You guys heard the term key party?
No.
Swingers party?
Why
It's
is
like
it
an
a
old
key?
70s thing. They put their keys in the. You couldn't do that nowadays because nobody has keys. But you put your keys in a
People
in
don't
a bowl.
have keys. I have keys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have like a fob. I don't have like an actual key.
You mean for your car keys?
Yes.
Depends where. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But my house too. The boop boop boop.
Oh, I don't have
I'm
that.
keyless.
Jim's in the digital age, guys.
But anyways,
I forgot what I was
yeah,
gonna
drop
say
their
now.
key party. Google it on the work computer.
I love how Jim talks about how he's the most digital, technologically enhanced keys of all of us when he's talking about key parties from the 70s at the same time.
How do you think I was born? No.
Oh.
Gross. Is your mom your mom?
Who knows? What happens at a key party stays at a key party.
Now it's pineapples.
I'm sorry, what?
No, it's pineapples. Ryan,
What is
you know
pineapples?
what I'm talking about. Those kind of parties. Those kind of parties. Like, you think I'm kidding?
I just like when you
Google
said
it on your work computer.
I just said that you're just like, Ryan, you know what's up.
And I gave her the most blank look I've ever given anybody on the show. What kind of parties are we talking about exactly?
The same parties that I think he was talking about. At least I think I was picking up what he was putting down, but I don't know.
A key party is, I don't know the full. You put keys into a bowl, and then you take keys out, and whoever's keys you have is who you are
going home with.
Enjoying the yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know if this is like
Going to another room with. Again, way before my time. But you're saying
I
pineapples.
believe that like a pineapple is a symbol that you're interested in that kind of
Well,
lifestyle.
actually, just like pineapples. Like that seems like a really awkward.
Exactly.
Like if you're.
It might be you have to like turn the pineapple upside down. I don't know.
I love how she's acting like, oh, maybe.
Yeah,
it's
this is really coded. This is like many layers.
I do not partake.
The poor person
just-
who like accidentally has upside down pineapples on their shirt is like, oh, what's going on here?
Wait, this means something? Why are people trying to talk to me?
Why are you naked? Are we doing a bike ride?
Well, speaking of which, and speaking of old people on bikes, on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy this morning, Homer
people
was
on
hosting with Gabe Neitzel, because apparently
this
Jen
is
and
wild.
Chewy both off. Not bringing up the Temu question, Molly.
Oh, okay.
Different one. Apparently Homer got his shoes from Temu.
He got
even
like his
gonna
whole
ask-
outfit from TV.
That does not surprise me at all about Homer.
No, which is why I don't want to use that as a poll question. But Homer does think that pockets are the key to life. Do you agree? Yes, 57%, 43% saying no. Jim?
I don't mean to be sexist, but I'm going to put this to Molly because I always hear women talk about pockets.
No damn pockets.
Dresses with pockets are like life. That is life. Football is life. Dresses with pockets are life.
Well, so what I was going to say is, because what was the question? Are pockets the key to life?
Yes.
No, purses are the key to life. A belt bag, a fanny pack, that is the key to life these days. Because here's the thing. My husband has pockets because no matter if he's wearing athletic shorts, sweatpants, dress pants, whatever it may be, he has pockets. Guess where he puts his stuff? In my bag, because that holds all of his things.
What? That's
Which
bold.
like I'm fine with, because it's like a belt bag just is like very small. You can take it into a stadium. It doesn't take up anything. But pockets, I'm used to not having pockets. My outfit right now, no pockets. I'm wearing leggings, a button down, and a tank top, and I have no pockets
button down
whatsoever.
like a pocket
Nope,
up here?
nothing. No pockets whatsoever. The world is catered to men. Look at the pockets that he has right there
I got
on
two
his
breast
chest.
pockets.
Yep.
I got two hip pockets, two butt pockets.
And he's got his phone holster.
Oh, and you know this too. Okay, so we just bought.
I got, what are these? Like, I think I got like these little pockets. What are these? Like
Exactly.
change pockets?
Stop taking
Jean
your clothes
pockets.
off, Jim.
Change pockets?
It is pole dancing. We did just buy our older boys new clothes, right? So for the winter. So one of the older one, he bought like, do you know those like sweatsuits that Giannis wears from Nike? Like
Yes.
that
Like
are
a
like the
jumpsuit?
matching sets.
Yeah.
Yep.
So one, those pants are ridiculously overpriced. Number two, he showed me the other day that he opens the pocket and there's a big pocket. Then inside of the big pocket is another pocket.
Oh, I got a pair of shorts like that. My favorite shorts.
Freaking, you
I
got
could keep
four
the Ark of the
pockets just
Covenant
in
in my
the front.
shorts and nobody's going to know.
It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
It is also ridiculous. Buy your husband some cargo pants and make him carry everything around.
No, because I would rather carry his stuff around than him wear cargo pants. Because is
That is fair.
he a freaking documentarian?
I am,
Like, is he holding a video
He's a
camera?
paleontologist.
I am anti.
Yeah, is he
like,
Ross?
I hate anything in my pockets. So I've literally put the wallet now on the phone, and then I have keys, and that's at max. I hate things in my pocket. I want freedom. I don't want anything to squeeze my legs or anything. I want freedom.
How do you guys feel about belt bags for men?
I wear those.
Fanny
I was going to
packs?
bring it up.
Do you actually?
Yeah, I wear it when I go out to like on the weekends. If I go to like a stadium event, if I go to a forward game, I would wear that. Yeah.
So my husband started wearing
And
one,
we
and
wonder why
I
this man is single.
is single when he, yeah.
I see plenty of couples both wearing belt bags. Thank you, Jim.
I know. It was low hanging fruit.
Well, the reason I have to do it is because I don't have anyone else's purse to put my stuff in.
There you go. So
there's the joke.
My husband's makes me cringe, but he's been using it so often because rather than taking the entire diaper bag, he just puts a diaper with like a little bag of wipes in there. So then and a snack for our kid. So like he's set where I'm just like, ugh, you look a little too.
Is it cross-bodied?
Yeah, I do the crossbody.
Okay, that's better than a fanny pack.
Oh, I'm not rocking fanny pack.
Yeah.
No.
You totally would, though.
For my generation, the fanny pack, and Matt Hamilton, because he's perpetually a hipster, has tried to pull off and bring back the fanny pack.
Many
that's
times.
like a hipster thing. The crossbody one, I guess it's a little bit more of like Indiana Jones. He had a little.
Don't give us that much credit.
I'm trying to be nice here. I take a lot of shots here today, Indiana.
Not that cool.
And so I wanted to give you a little Indiana Jones love.
Ryder Psychedelic Advisor says, I carry over the shoulder across the chest at an angle man purse. Which that's what you do, right? That's how we all wear belt bags.
Like bandolier style.
You know, that actually... belt bags are popular now, right? Like 2 years ago when I was at a Brewers game, I was getting like a thing of nachos or something, and then like the workers made a joke about me wearing a belt bag. They had some snarky comment about how fanny packs are coming back. I was like, am I supposed to respond to this? Whatever.
You should have left. You should have just become a Cubs fan.
I should have said, take my nachos back, bruh.
But you wanted nachos.
Yeah, you did.
Of course I wanted the nachos. Duh.
You could have thrown a fit and gotten your nachos for free. Half off, then they would have been like $20.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there you
go. Who's the winner? We don't play one winner.
Well, we only asked
We're
two
all
questions.
winners. Go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. That's where winners go. Millions of dollars won every single weekend at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. Go be a winner and go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and Wisconsin On Demand.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
Kick off your weekend with the best fish fry in Madison at Off-Broadway Draft House. Serving all day on Friday starting at 11 a.m., you can enjoy cod, bluegill, perch, and walleye. Wash it all down with an Off-Broadway Draft House old-fashioned or try any of our rotating seasonal tap beers or specialty cocktails. Off-Broadway Draft House, Madison's People's Choice winners for favorite bar, wait staff, and more. Off-Broadway Draft House. Come for the beer. Stay for the food.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bar of the Week. Listen to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Thursday to find out where you can enjoy $2 Miller High Lifes and High Life Lights. To celebrate our love for dive bars, we are going to tell you about some of our favorites, including one featured dive bar that will offer $2 High Lifes and High Life Lights for the week. Taste the champagne of beer in its natural environment. A delightfully different dive bar in Wisconsin, like the Nitty Gritty in Sun Prairie, Caribou Tavern, R&J Saloon, and the Keg in DeForest.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owns. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the belt line at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
Thanksgiving's only a few weeks away, and Fleet Farm's got just what you need to prep for family and friends. For you turkey smokers, Griller's Gold barbecue pellets are just $5.99 a bag. And you can never have enough Fleet Farm mixed nuts. 2-pound bags are on sale for $12.99. Wash it all down with Bubbler's sparkling water. Now just $11 for 2 6-packs. The holidays will be here before you know it. So stock up now on everything you need at the best prices guaranteed at Fleet Farm.
If you're looking for a way to stay hydrated and energized, just keep it simple with Water Joe. 2 simple ingredients. That's right, water and caffeine. You get the help to staying hydrated and that extra boost of energy that we all need. No sugar, no additives, no off flavors. Just great tasting water with caffeine to give you a boost. That's all. Next time you want some healthy, clean energy to get you through the day, hydrate and energize with Water Joe. Find Water Joe at your local Pick and Save and Metro Market locations today.
Hey, it's Matt Hamilton here, and as a proud Wisconsinite, I'm all about supporting local. And there's nothing more local than Metcalf's Market. Fall is in the air, and Metcalf's is your go-to for all things seasonal. From Wisconsin-grown carving pumpkins, pie pumpkins, and colorful gourds to the freshest apples from Munchkie Apples in Mount Horeb. Craving something sweet? You've got to try the Munchkie Apple Cider Donuts, made with those locally grown apples. Stop by their locations at Hilldale, near Westtown Mall, or in Wauwatosa. If you're looking for a gourd deal, look no further than Metcalf's Market, and bring local home.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after, an in-depth recap of every Bucks game in 6 minutes. No more, no less. Bucks in 6 provides game recaps for every game. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis.
Puts it on the floor, spins down the lane, and plunges it through.
Or the deep threes from Dame.
Dame time has arrived with 107.
Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
They dance above me as I sing. I see them through a crystal haze and hear their sweet sound bouncing round the never-ending choral maze. The crystal haze and hear them bouncing round the room.
It's not a purse, it's a satchel. Indiana Jones wears one. So did Joy Bearheart. Name that movie. Do you know that movie that quote is from?
The Hangover.
Why in a German accent?
Was that German?
The Hangover?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I was just trying to beat you to the punch because I knew that you knew it.
Okay. I'm curious about the German spin.
I don't know.
Indiana Jones, that's why. There you go.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones fights the Nazis. And we always want to be against the Nazis. Just pointing that out. 844-770.
Ryan, did you just set me up?
3776. No. Indiana Jones fight. It's worth reminding everyone that Nazis are bad.
Yes.
So, 844-770-3776. How you get into the show. I'm having a blooming onion tonight.
I'm jealous.
You should be. Is there and I know Outback is a chain, but is there like what other things from a specific place? Like, I think McDonald's French fries is like, for me, like, obviously it's not, you get that more easy, but McDonald's Coke, McDonald's French fries, bomb. Obviously,
Facts.
Concrete Mixer, Culver's, the Outback Bloomin' Onion.
I make McFlurry sometimes from McDonald's. I couldn't tell you the last time that I had one, but...
Did you see that they make... So apparently the ice cream machines were always broken at McDonald's because they had to use like a corporate... there was like one company that had to contract to service these things, but there wasn't a lot of them. So they had this contract that you had to have these people come in and do it, but there wasn't enough of them to fix these machines. So finally, local McDonald's can then use their own. They can have someone else come out and fix it. They don't have to use this corporate deal anymore. So hopefully the ice cream machines being broken at McDonald's will be less of a thing.
Hopefully.
Ryan, do you have any?
Yeah, the quesarito at Taco Bell.
Again, I've said this
cheesy
before.
gordita crunch at Taco Bell? Oh, my God.
It's been easy decades since I've eaten a Taco Bell.
That's a good thing.
Yes.
It's been many years for me as well.
And I don't miss it. I'm not saying it's not bad. I definitely ate there for a while and liked it. But same with Burger King. I haven't eaten Burger King. There's Burger King literally way too close to my house. I actually hate that it's there. Not only because it's just...
Does it smell like Burger King?
No, thankfully I live
You know what I mean?
I live just far enough away that
Okay.
it doesn't. Because I live a couple blocks from like a major road in town, so I live a couple blocks away from it. And so you have to pass the Burger King. Nobody's ever there. I just wish it would close, with all due respect. Because it's like, what are we doing here? Like, you're keeping this Burger King open for like 7 people in town. Like, there's nobody ever goes to it. But I have Arby's, Burger King, and Taco Bell. I've not eaten that in. We talked about Arby's.
I think Taco Bell is kind of like old drunk college parties from like 10 years ago, where you're like, I would never want to do that now. But at the moment, it was glorious.
And there's times where I'm still just like, I could really go for like a Taco Bell.
And
right
both of them, you feel horrible afterwards.
Oh, yeah, you feel terrible. Oh, I ate it like literally 2 weeks ago. I could not sleep because I had the worst heartburn.
I did see that
Wendy's
Wendy's is closing 100 restaurants. Wendy's is closing 100 restaurants. But that's corporate. Like, mostly, that's Wendy's corporate closing 100 restaurants. Because I believe the person... the new minority owner of the Milwaukee Bucks, his fortune is from Wendy's. So, like, the privately owned franchise Wendy's are not closing. It's the corporate Wendy's that are closing.
Interesting.
And corporate stores close all the time, but Wendy's... Because, like, running something corporately is actually really difficult. And so, like, usually you try to franchise them out. So the franchise ones, I think, are still around. But there's very rare that there's corporately owned restaurants, like chain restaurants like that. They're usually owned on a franchise level.
What's a corporate or chain-owned restaurant that you've just never been to? I've never been to Wendy's.
You've never been
I've
to
been
Wendy's?
to Wendy's. The Frosties are good.
I've heard of them. I mean,
Yeah.
they're iconic as well.
That's a good question. Again, it's been easy decade for Arby's.
No, but I'm
Burger
saying
King,
I just
or-
went to what's the chicken place people like?
Dave's Hot Chicken?
Nope. Other
Chick-fil-A?
one?
No,
Nope.
the one on State Street.
Yeah, that one.
I've been
Raising
there once
Cane's.
in my life.
I went to that for the first time this past weekend.
Here's my take on it. It's fine, but like it's just basically the chicken tenders you could get at a restaurant without having to go to like a restaurant to get chicken tenders.
Yeah,
We tried it and it was good.
Oh, it's good. Like I'm just saying that like people act like it's life changing.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know if there's any fast food place that's life changing to me.
Yeah, if you find chicken fingers life-changing, you're a child.
Or Matt Hamilton.
Or both.
This has been Jim, Matt, and Molly. Listen back, Wisconsin on the Man, Apple, Spotify, any of those great places. You can see us on YouTube. You can follow us at Jim, Matt, and Molly on Twitter. Enjoy your weekend.
This is former Wisconsin linebacker Chris Orr. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station on Wisconsin.
Do you feel like it's impossible to lose weight on your own? We know the secret to losing weight and keeping it off long term without